because I saw my doctor today, and he tells me I must go away for a little while. He just gave me a frown, said you have to leave town, for your nerves are run down. No fear, I'm not going to die, I just dropped in to say goodbye. So goodbye to the lights and the glorious nights, it's the price I am paying for my cabareting, and the old doctor tells me my liver is queer. I must rest for a year. I have nervous prostration from that hesitation, but I don't regret it. The bankroll, I'll bet that if I'm in good condition a year from today, why, I'll do it all over again. I've turned night into day. I have seen every play, been in every cafe, and everything just seems to be right. So my life has been one big Arabian night. You see, no more tangos for me, no more 4 o'clock tea, me for over the sea, where I can eat with my knife. Oh, it's me for the simple life. So goodbye to the lights and the girlies in tights.
Had to find a sponsor here or there.
Oh, look, check it out. I'm an amputee. Would you let me shove one of these inside you? Welcome to the Friday Fallout, everybody.
Good evening, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Chat, let us know if you can hear Anthony and Geekus, because last week I didn't realize we were in a fucking tin can.
With a string.
Yeah, apparently I was super loud, so I'm trying to sit further back from the mic. You guys might see my nipples. Anyway, here's Wonder Nips. What's up, guys? Anthony's wearing a green screen, actually. That's just his screen. Dude, can we get you a green shirt and you do all your segments? Yeah.
One of these nights I'm going to do a weight loss program. It's just going to be a green shirt, but then I'm going to Photoshop just muscles and shit on here.
Dude, a morph suit.
Been doing some things. Don't worry about it.
Hell yeah. What's up, Ian? Ian says sound is good. We got Mr. Big Rick. We got Ian. What's up, guys? Mr. Great Wombatsky. And Woodtucky Shine stopped in before he went to go use too much force on some teenagers and said, hope everyone's doing good today. So, yeah, thanks, guys, that are here chatting, and everybody else, or they, their, them, whatever you identify as. I don't care if you're a fucking potato. I'm glad you're here. Anyways, what's up, guys? How was your weeks and stuffs?
Good.
All right.
Long. A lot of stuff happening.
Yeah.
A little bit boring, unfortunately, with work. It's just what I'm doing right now is not super exciting. But that's kind of the life of a designer that just kind of goes sometimes. But I've just been watching way too much porn this week. I don't know what's going on with me. It's like spring is in the air, love is in the air, and loving myself is in the air, I guess. I really don't know what's going on with me.
I forget.
Real lust for life there, Anthony. Real lust.
I didn't even do a porn over YouTube this week. I'm like,
You're over it? You're over it?
That for this week. I'm good. We'll take a break.
You didn't want to have flashbacks doing the segment, like, it's like, well, porn.
Wait, I've already seen this one. We guessed. Oh, no.
I saw this somewhere on the internet one time, and porn is a microwave pizza. It's really good when you make it, but afterwards you're like, what the fuck did I just do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you said that last week.
I say it all the time.
Every week. Xandel's new catchphrase.
I have 5 antacids that I use all the time. Antidotes, whatever.
Yes, your antacids. That one for sure.
I should have took an
Perfect.
antacid tonight.
The only way
Anyway.
we can stomach it.
Goddamn burning heart liberal with his antacids.
Hey, man, them librarians are over here and they want to groom poodles. I'm tired of it.
No, I've fallen back in love with the porn parodies of the sitcoms. No one's ever seen those before. They're really funny. Like it's ridiculous, but that's what I like. I like a little story with my.
What about Malcolm in the Middle?
That would be a good one. There's a lot of That 70s Show ones on there because there's a lot of porn actors that kind of look like that, and then Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, that's writes itself.
Change the name. It's like
Bigger Bang Theory, whatever. Bang Theory.
And the
nice
porn
thing is Tina Hartley plays the mom on the That 70s Shows ones, and if you don't know who that is, she's just been a porn star literally forever. Like Brandy Love looked like a teenager. Like she's just been around, for a long, long, long time. Actually, she's in Boogie Nights. If you're familiar with that movie, but
wow.
Sorry. Getting off the topic.
No, it's all good.
No, very odd.
Yeah.
Say more.
Ian in chat says no such thing as too much porn, so he's heard. I mean, unless you got like foreskin issues. Anyways.
Boy, it's only a 3-skin now, right?
Could you imagine?
I'm trying not to. I wish Can we take that back? Just rewind that?
All right, put that in the no-go again machine.
Yeah, I've got that negative foreskin, so it's been long gone. It's just...
Some priest ate that a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think they sold it at the gay bars chewing gums. Anyway.
Well, we got Homicidal in the house. What's up, Homicidal? I hope you are well. I'm glad to have you here. Show us your butthole. I mean, good to have you, man. Yeah. I thought I had something
Big Rick
to
make it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big Rick's here. Shout out to our new subscriber, Big Rick.
It's good to see him. You know what? It took him a little bit to get here. But
yeah. Now he doesn't have to ask me when the show's on anymore. He can get the notifications like every fucking body else.
For your new subscriber welcome packet in the mail.
Yeah, it's not coming for 6 to 8 years. We got David Moyle. What's up, David? We got Sewer Rug. One of the first promos I saw was Long Dong Silver. Parodies are great. Long Dong Silver. All right. I just want to know, is there a Captain Hook hand in there somewhere? And how did it work? And then where? This is disgusting. Tell me where you found it so I know to avoid it.
I think Long Dong Silver, isn't that John Holmes?
I don't know. You know what? I have Google right here.
I really wasn't trying to get us to go down this path.
Crap.
Just filling you in on my life.
Long Dong Silver is a retired... Yeah, Long Dong Silver is a retired porn star known for his spectacularly engorged member. He was born in 1960 in London, England as Daniel Arthur Mead. Okay, so you learn something new every day. I thought it was just...
Hold
on a second. His initial spell... Damn!
I've been on the Dave Chappelle thing where he was...
I'm assuming when he was born, that's what the doctor said when it came out. It was like, damn!
They tried to cut the umbilical cord and it almost got the wrong one. It says it right here in his Wikipedia.
They had to check twice before they cut.
Yeah. It says it right here in his Wikipedia. And his Wikipedia. Oh, man. All right.
All right, anyway.
Enough about dicks. Yeah, let's hit this rundown. Let me pop you up full screen. Also, I was talking about work since we're talking about porn. Porno books, but that pop-up porno books. Why not? Why haven't we made this yet? Anyways, Anthony, what's with the rundown?
Good idea. Anyway, so tonight's theme is that there really is no theme. It's just random stuff tonight. So I do have a Rotten Potatoes review, which, believe it or not, it took me a while to figure out what I was going to do for tonight, but I think I picked something that will surprise all of you. I have a new game called First Take or Remake, which should be some fun. I finally just decided we're going to do a Whites Make It Worse. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I thought, what the hell, we'll throw one in here. I have a Zoe versus Thandawi, which I learned a lot about that this week. A drug or anime to round it out, and, if we have time, the financial footage.
Sewer Rug
so
says,
if you want to run that Rotten Potatoes review bumper, we will get
look for it. Shout out to Sewer Rug. He said, sewer installers get paid by the foot. So did the Latter-day Saints. I'm guessing it's foreskin by the foot. Where's the bumper at? I shouldn't have drank that beer first.
You put it over there.
You're absolutely right. It's
Hey,
right.
I'm looking out for you.
Yeah, we don't use this bumper every episode, so I know it's stuff.
Well, because I always add all the new bumpers above it.
Wait, who could possibly organize their folders?
Not me. All right, Anthony.
Such a thing. Does not happen. You look great doing it, though.
Yeah. Thanks, man. It's a salmon shirt. Anthony, you're up.
All right. So this week I'm going to start off with this one a little bit different. I want to give you guys an opportunity to see all the actors that are in this movie before I tell you what it is. This is a 2013 movie. Brendan Fraser is in it. Matt Dillon, Elijah Wood, Paul Walker, Vincent D'Onofrio, Norman Reedus, I think is how you say his name, and that's the guy from like Boondock Saints and stuff like that. And then DJ Qualls are all in this movie. I don't think anyone will ever be able to guess what this movie is that I'm going to bring up because it is one of the wildest things that I've ever seen, and one of these things that I just kind of stumbled.
2013, I can't imagine, but I'll go ahead and say Road Trip. No, okay. Yeah, had DJ Qualls in it. At least I got 1 out of 10.
Paul Walker in Road Trip. All right. The name of this movie is The Pawn Shop Chronicles. Brendan Fraser is a Elvis impersonator in this particular movie. This whole thing revolves around like this ring that had been pawned. Vincent D'Onofrio runs the pawn shop. Matt Dillon is involved in this. This story kind of goes all over the place. It's a mix of kind of like the crossroads because Brendan Fraser ends up talking to, I guess, the devil. And at the last second, he actually becomes the best Elvis impersonator there is and brings on these crowds. And he's like really down on his luck. So he makes this deal with the devil. Matt Dillon's fiance gets taken. And so he has to track her down. And when he does, he finds Elijah Wood, who is like this serial killer who has all these women in these like dog cages, all naked. And then Matt Dillon finds his fiance there. He releases her. She's so screwed up. She doesn't think she's supposed to leave. Like she gets, she thinks she's
Stockholm syndrome.
Leaving, and then ends up stabbing him in the car on the way out of town, and killing him. It's a crazy, crazy movie. Something that guys would never probably watch by just seeing the thumbnail or scanning through. But this is one of those movies, I'm not going to say it's good, but it's one of those ones that, man, have you ever seen Pawn Shop? Dude, that movie's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's the kind of response you get.
Well, I got to say, the cover art looks like you made it, so.
Oh, wow. This is the real one. No fakie on this one. I absolutely 100% real. But when I saw all the actors that were in this, when I was watching, I'm like, why have I never heard of this movie? I mean, it's got a ton of people that I would know. It's one of these situations where you dumped a ton of talent in a movie that didn't go anywhere. But the story is just so crazy and so much fun. It's one of these ones I'm like, if you have a moment and you want to watch something crazy, this is one of those ones that you will never forget. It just sticks with you.
I don't remember this movie at all, but then again, 2013 was a drunken hazing year, you know what I mean? So I didn't really watch it too much.
It feels bad to me when somebody's like, wow, all the way back in 2013. I'm like, wasn't it just 1999 a couple of days ago?
Dude, you asked me when it was 30 years ago. It's still the 70s.
You mean 1990 wasn't 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Come on, Delaney's still 14. Let's go.
So as far as a Rotten Tomatoes score on this, I would probably give this a 35%. I'm saying,
really?
I'm not going to say it's a good movie. I can't say that. But the shock value, I think, alone is worth it.
Almocidal said he put it on the list. Ian Covenant says that you always have all the good movie titles. You always choose all the good movies, for fuck's sake. So Ian liked it.
I struggled this week. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. I probably changed Rotten Tomatoes reviews for this week about 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to save the other contenders? Do you want to let us know what they are?
No, I have to save them because it's just, each one of them I want to go through and have time with. And
all right.
It's just, I need to get started doing the actual review videos so I can, do all those other things. But there is some great stuff available out now, like on HBO. That new Lakers show, which I'm not going to talk about, but it's so good. It's so good.
Like the
Yeah,
basketball
there's a lot
team?
of good stuff out there. You guys really aren't into sports, so I try and not go that direction. It's like there's so many. It's like cars. No.
Was it my
sports,
high pitched
no.
voice that gave it away?
It's watching everybody like it's watching Gigas like go to his phone.
Typically, I'm looking up whatever you're talking about,
Yeah, or looking at porn.
just so I can get some context.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, so that's it for Rotten Tomatoes reviews. Just like I said, very shocking movie. I'm not gonna say that this isn't a big recommendation. This is not a date movie. This isn't something you're gonna want to watch like with your family. Like that's not what this is. But it's a great kind of late night.
What do you think? Like a pre-roll and a bag of Funyuns movie?
There's funny that I don't think is supposed to be funny, but there's also like shocking stuff that you're just like, wow, I can't believe that's somebody actually was able to shoot this. And everything is cyclical in the movie. Like everything comes back around. At the end of the movie, the same guy that sold the ring to the pawn shop that's found it on the road while he's riding his bike and goes right back to the pawn shop to resell it again. So it's got good continuity. It's just there's so much in it I can't tell you about because it's just so crazy with it's just absolutely so. But it is fun. Like I'm going to tell you one more thing. One of the things the girls that all are in captivity, they end up getting released by Matt Dillon. He finally gets them talking out of there. And after Brendan Fraser makes his deal, like they all get they none of them have any clothes on, so they end up finding this pile of like American flags. So they're all draped in these.
Oh
American
my
flags
God,
as
symbolism!
they're marching up towards the stage, and it looks like it's part of the show. And it's crazy. It's crazy, but I like crazy because sometimes it's fun.
You do have a question in the chat from, I believe, David Moyle asked, have you seen Reacher yet, Anthony?
The TV show or the really bad Tom Cruise movie?
I'm thinking it's a TV show.
TV show I think is really good.
All right.
Surprising.
All right.
The guy that they picked for it actually looks like a big, mean motherfucker, and that's what Jack Reacher is. So
yeah.
It actually works. The funny thing is, it's funny that you brought that up because this week I also watched another movie called Blue Mountain State. I'm sure probably very few people have ever seen. One of the guys that's in that movie is actually Jack Reacher, and I didn't remember it.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes I just play movies while I'm working, just in the background to keep my mind rolling, and that was one of them this week. And that's also another. There's just so many out there. Just
yeah.
Wait till next week. Get another.
Yeah.
Go on to more things because we got more show to do.
We got also in the chat we have a suggestion. Sewer Rug says that John C. Reilly show on HBO is great and he doesn't even like basketball.
Yeah, it's really good, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think you have to like basketball to like that.
Yeah,
it's called a Winning Time. Winning Time is the name of the show.
Yeah,
and I know you can watch it because you have it.
Yeah, I actually upgraded my cable and all that stuff to include HBO, and I actually put one of your suggestions. Granted, it's like 6 years old. The fucking Jonah Hex on my watch list.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go for the worst one he didn't like.
Then you should have went for Kung Fu and Titties, but
oh man, that's
else
next.
Watch that movie, so I have somebody to talk to.
That's on the way from the bodegas. So
that's a movie you wouldn't even trade 2 ballpoint pens for. I get it.
Yeah. Fucking Homicidal says, I also don't recommend the new remake of Firestarter. I don't know what any of that means. I haven't seen.
Firestarter was a movie back. Little Drew Barrymore had this like a psychic ability to be able to start fires.
Gotcha.
It's a horror kind of.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not real horror, but I mean like scary movie.
The girl from Never Been Kissed.
Really good. I think it's Drew Barrymore. That's not right. That may not be right. Don't quote.
I can look it up.
A little girl who could start fires with her.
Okay.
And the original's really good. And I'm not it's funny that you're bringing this up because that's the next section we're talking about is remakes.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of remakes, especially with movies like that. And I'm glad you said that because I don't think I'm going to watch that. I'm just probably not.
Yeah.
But then I watched Hannah again this week. God, that's such a great movie.
Is that the one with the assassin chick on Netflix?
It's not the TV show. It's the original movie.
Okay, because I saw a movie and I can't remember the name of it, but it was like one of those one name movies, you know. And it's like this chick. She was like, she became a secret. She's like a secret assassin kind of chick or whatever, and her family hates her because like she used to do drugs or something. I think it's like Bryce Dallas
Oh,
Howard
that's
or
Ava.
Ava. Okay, well it's all the same shit to me, you know.
Yeah, Jessica Chastain. This Hannah is about a little girl.
Oh, is
I'm
that
not
the
gonna-
redheaded little girl with the pigtails on the cover or
Yeah.
whatever? Okay, cool. See, I don't know
No,
shit.
that's Pippi Longstocking.
Titty long nippies? What? No.
Nippy Popstock.
You were right.
Anyway.
It was Drew Barrymore, and she was 8 years old or something. Homicidal says.
Is
And-
it Drew Barrymore? Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't 100%. I didn't want to say the wrong because I've made those mistakes. I've watched replays and go, why the fuck did you say that? That's not true
Yeah.
at all. Like,
Wait, so I got a quick question. Sewer Rug says, "Seen it? Captain America puts whipped cream in his nipples in pawn shop." Because I was gonna say, in not another teen movie, he stuck whipped cream and a fucking banana up his ass, and so I was like, man, what is with Chris Evans or whatever his name and his fucking Captain America and his fucking whipped cream? We need to do an expose on this.
Homicidal, I cannot remember what the guy's name, what her dad, the actor that plays her dad is somebody that's semi-famous too.
What's the name of the movie
He had
again?
a psychic ability where he could like,
Firestarter.
I guess it's like some type of telekinesis because he could concentrate and like coins would come shooting out of a phone or whatever he needed to, but it'd always make like his nose bleed and stuff. Like it hurt him to do it, you know, it was that kind of deal. And then somebody hurt her dad and then she just went ballistic and just blew fire everywhere. Very similar power to the girl from Hellboy.
All right, Firestarter original cast was Stephen King wrote it apparently.
Yeah.
David, David Keith's the dad.
There it is.
Drew Barrymore is the daughter, and then Heather Locklear. Yeah, dude, this is definitely an '80s movie. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, it's old. I would say it's.
She looks like the inside of my knee pit right now.
Yeah.
And Louise Fletcher, whoever the fuck that old bitch is.
One of these times we'll talk about the new Hellboy too. I just watched that for the first time this week. So.
The new Hellboy.
Well, yeah, the revamp or whatever, the one that they did.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
They made a new Hellboy with a different actor for Hellboy.
I didn't know about that.
Let's go on. We got other stuff to talk about tonight.
Well, excuse me.
Tangents.
I could go off for hours. Like I don't want to do that.
I don't know.
So
Not after a week of porn.
Play the first take or remake bumper so we can go on to that.
All right, first take a remake now. I like this graphic or this bumper. I like the camera.
I make all these just so that you like them.
When I was watching these, I felt like Samuel Jackson. I was like, "This is some high quality shit."
Perfect.
All right, first take or remake is a game that we're going to play tonight, and basically all it is that all the movies that you're going to see at first are going to be ones that you should know. All I want to know from you is if this movie is an original or if it was actually a remake. That's it. So, you know, these are going to be a little tougher probably than you think, but we'll see how it goes from this. So just a fun game I thought we'd play. So many remakes in today's society. Like, I can't believe how many things that I come across and I'm like, God damn, like, stop. Just please stop remaking. Think of a new story. Just do something else. Please.
Phil Collins
Sorry.
writes a song
Sorry.
about an
Sorry,
animal in
Google.
the jungle.
Just because you change the race doesn't make it a new thing. Okay?
Hey, don't you
And
talk about the Ghostbusters bitch version?
I'm not going to be specific about what I'm talking about because I don't want to offend. But
It's all right. I already said bitch
well,
version.
you know, I mean, I don't want to offend. I want to offend. It's
I just said
I-
Ghostbusters bitch version. Come on, man. I totally
it is.
deneggated
It's-
a whole
and I
woman's
won't
race.
I have not watched it. I will not watch it. Those movies cannot be recreated. It's like trying to make a new Caddyshack. Like if they ever did that, I'd burn it down. Like can't do that.
It's Caddyshack,
So anyway.
but an OnlyFans studio. Sorry, Anthony. Go ahead.
All right, so our first movie up for tonight is Meet the Parents. I'm sure you guys have all seen Meet the Parents. Very, very popular movie. Is this an original or is this a remake?
I'm a silent chat says he agrees with you, Anthony. Also, I'm gonna say it's a remake. Because
Any particular logic behind your
because
answer?
Ben
Since
Stiller
that-
doesn't dress in drag at all in this movie, so it's not an original thought.
Okay. And Nikus Maximus, what are your thoughts on this? Trying to get chatty.
I want to say, yeah, want to say it's a remake of another movie because there was a time when it was just, let's come up with a remake of a movie. We'll change the title and nobody will know the difference. It'll be fine.
That's
Oh,
all
wait,
Hollywood.
sorry, that's now.
Yeah.
That's now. Too. Sorry. There are no original thoughts.
No, not at all.
Let us scour every library for every book that's ever existed. Well, comic books are still coming out, so that's great news. And you know what? We haven't rehashed. I don't know. Christmas Story is the only thing that comes to my mind, but that's one I know has been rehashed 90.
Not that I'm trying to get off on a tangent, but I would love to see a movie based on the Continental.
Like the car?
Hotel from John Wick.
The Lincoln
Like
Continental?
Cool.
Yeah.
Or a movie called Mrs. Perkins. Because I would like to see that character be expanded.
Let's expand them on it. Yeah, like do that. Do some like offshoots of stuff. That is fine.
All right.
When you think about the Continental and what it's all been through during the time, you know, you could pull stories out of there constantly.
I just want more Lance Reddick, really.
Yeah. Before I shout out everyone's answers in chat, I want to read Suaruk's comment. It says Aladdin was a remake. Come on, yeah. Will Smith slapped the fuck out of that role. We got remake from Homicidal, remake from David Moyle, remake from Ian Covenant, remake from Big Rick, and then Suruk says or Herbie remade.
Herbie's been remade.
Yeah. What was it? Lindsay Lohan, dude.
To do it.
She was doing bumps off his frunk. Bumps on my front. I was like, what?
Trunk?
What? Yeah, pop that trunk. Baby, let me see your Beetle go. Baby,
I
make
just
your
watched
Beetle
Billy
go.
Madison, or not Billy Madison. I just watched Happy Gilmore this week. The Volkswagen Beetle crashes in that movie, and the front of it blows up.
There's no engine in there.
Yeah, that's not where the engine is, though. So
there's no gas. No.
What?
At most, it would be.
As soon as I saw it happen, I'm like, why did I never notice that before? But that makes no sense.
Yep.
At most, it would be like a pack of hot dogs.
Yes, you guys are all right. This is definitely a remake of a movie called Meet the Parents. I love the tagline. Some of these posters were a little difficult to find, so sorry about the artwork. But this was funny. It says, into each life, some rain must fall. Greg better build an ark. Well, I'm assuming the names are even the same.
Yeah. Well, you got to think about how. When was it? I'll look it up right now. But that first one had to be like what 1940s, 50s, maybe with that graphic.
Yeah, it's. I didn't sit here and write down all the specifics to all of these. Just,
First Meet the Parents came out in original. Not that fucking. Wow, it's still all the fucking. Yeah, is a remake, blah, blah, blah. No, I want to know when the first Meet the Parents came out, you stupid bitch. Anyways, I can't find it. Google just keeps giving me all the stupid Ben Stiller shit.
Okay, so we'll go on to the next one that I've got chosen for this evening. So, I Am Legend. I Am Legend. Is this an original screenplay or is this a remake?
Keep my virus out your fucking blood.
Oh, wow.
After I put this on my list for this, I'm like, man, this is just going to go all kinds of Will Smith stuff. Just terrible shit.
Yeah. Kentucky Shine says, cheers from the back hallway. Some Delta 8 making work a little bit better tonight. Can't stay long. Just need to get in to show some love. What up,
Love you, Kentucky.
You know what my favorite part is like he's over there popping Delta 8s and he's probably like, you got weed in that bag, kid? Get out of my mall, you son of a bitch. And he's like,
he's confiscating it.
Yeah, I'm confiscating this. And these two, and he steals his Annie's pretzels. I'm sorry, I love pretzels. That's all I talk about when I talk to Kentucky. Kentucky, you're my pretzel baby. Anyways, I Am Legend. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna say, does it have to be a movie remake or like can it?
Like, all of these would be movie remakes, or that's
because I could see this being a book, but I can't read. I grew up in Vegas. So
I'm with you.
I'm gonna go original movie, not a remake.
Original movie. Okay, yeah. Yeah, these will all be movie remakes for anyone in the chat that was confused.
Kentucky Shine says, where do you think I got the Deltas?
Clever girl.
If he ever runs out of a vape, he could just beat up a teenager and take theirs. I'm sorry, that's a bad joke.
All right, what about you, Gigas? What are your thoughts?
Remake.
Okay.
David Moyle in chat says O-ring anal taken from a book, and I don't know what you're doing, but that's not what they said when they said "Love Thy Lord." Sewer Rug says remake. I hope it was original. It was really bad, says Big Rick.
I mean, the alternate ending made way more sense.
Was there an alternate ending? And like not
Yeah,
even
there was, and it was a lot better.
the kid
I
got.
don't remember what it was. I saw this movie, well, once, and then I saw the alternate ending. I'm like, oh, I like that better. That's nice. Do that one.
Was the alternate ending like in the first 5 minutes of the movie? Because that would have made me happy. I would have definitely been on board with that.
And like,
I wish.
personally, for me too, I'm not a big Will Smith fan. Like, I think that he's like a very typecast kind of actor, and like no matter what he's in, it's not like, oh, he's this guy. Like in Suicide Squad, he's Deadshot, or this movie, he's this doctor guy. To me, it's just Will Smith. Like, you know what I mean? And not even because, you know, I'm not jumping on the hype of him slapping the shit out of Chris Rock and all that shit. But like, I just don't think Will Smith's a great actor. Like, and the stupid roles where you want a cocky, arrogant guy like Wild Wild West and shit like that. Like, okay, you know, I'm not trying to pigeonhole him here. There's a lot of people like, oh, he's a great actor. I mean, he got an award after, you know, assaulting somebody for, like, I guess his career or whatever the fuck. But like,
I heard somebody talk about this week, and it's just you got to be able to separate the artist from the art.
But the thing is like, it's like, to me, it's like kind of like with a lot of Denzel Washington and stuff, and like a lot of like Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff. So, you know, I'm not just picking on people specifically, you know, or like a lot of like Rob De Niro stuff. It like, to me, like, I can't separate the two personally. I can't.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is what he does in his personal life doesn't affect whether I like the movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
like,
no, yeah.
Like, I was watching Grimm last weekend. He was on a different show, and they were talking about movies and stuff, and he brought up a Bill Cosby movie, and it was almost like everybody cringed at that moment. And I'm like, Bill Cosby was the height of everything, you know, until you guys found out, you know, what was really going on. So don't sit on your high horse and tell me that, oh, you know, I never liked bull fucking shit.
Yeah.
You did up until that moment.
You probably had a Cosby sweater at one point, you lying bitch.
I've had more than one. But anyway, yeah, roll on from that. So do we get everybody in chat? Actually, Ian Covenant nailed it right on the head.
Oh, man, Omega Man.
The Omega Man is actually an absolute remake. I'm sorry, I Am Legend is an absolute remake of Omega Man. Now, now that obviously the special effects and things during this particular time with Charlton Heston aren't what they are today.
Cutting edge for the time, though.
I don't even know if that's really true.
It's not. Actually, what year was this?
Omega Man, let me look it up. Oh, I keep closing that fucking browser like it's...
I know, you should just have it up at all times.
This one should be easier for you to look up since it's a different name, so it shouldn't be too tough.
Omega Man release date August 1st, 1971. Yeah. It's a classic.
Allegedly.
That was before I was
I was
and
able to
balls.
watch some of this online, and yeah, it follows the story. I mean, not exactly, but definitely a lot of similarities to it.
Yeah, you're close enough, yeah.
Yeah, really.
All right.
Yeah, nice job, Ian Covenant. Wasn't expecting anybody to know that one, but you know that's how it goes. All right, so our
And he
next
knew
one
Charleston
we have up
Heston.
here is one of Chris's, I think, favorite movies.
Why? Because I was in the Army, not the Marines?
Major Pain. Major Pain.
It's
So
funny.
is this an
movie.
original or is this a remake?
With these kind of movies, man, it's hard to tell. I'm gonna say remake, but I think it's funny. You will never ever see an officer in any military service doing this with recruits, no matter how psycho they are. So, but it was a good movie. Damon Wayans played his part pretty good, and it's just, you know, in those slapstick comedies shit. Because like this was like what, 92 or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm struggling with the good movie part. I mean, it's fun.
It's a movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a movie. I don't know. That
I'm judging it by the time it came out in. That whenever judge movies, like that's when the time it came out in. Like if you put on fucking like all my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies today, yeah, they're fucking terrible. But like, you know, at the time,
I watched Terminator 2 this week and still like in my top 5. I think that's one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah, but I know everyone in chat seems to be saying remake, but I'm gonna say original. Like I said, I'll say original. Yeah, that's my answer. I'm just rambling now. You guys know.
Geekus, what are your thoughts, pal?
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with the panel on or the chat on this one.
So
Okay.
everyone in chat's saying it's a remake, basically.
Okay. All right. So on this one, it is definitely a remake.
Wow.
The
Another
Private War
movie.
of Major Benson, another Charlton Heston movie.
Is there a theme here?
No, and this wasn't on purpose.
That's funny.
And you know what's crazy to me is like, I guess like, you know, we would say that we've gone further and like, you know, this is maybe an area where I try to avoid, but like no one got mad at fucking these guys remaking this movie. You know what I mean? When you cast somebody else in it, you know,
Yeah.
in those days. So like, if
And you know, I honestly don't mind remakes that have this much time between.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I think that that's okay. Like if you had a movie that was from the 1950s and then you remade it, that's 70 years.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's a couple
that story could
generations.
be told.
Yeah, that's a couple generation difference there.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
totally fine with that. But to continue to remake things that have been, you know, in the past 10 years or 15 years, I just don't think it's right. Like I think it spoils it more than it helps.
well, here's the thing too. It's like you got to at least wait 20 something years for stuff to like refresh around and people to enjoy it again, or else you have the people that remember. You know what I mean? And the people that remember either probably aren't going to like it. It's probably not that good if you had to do it that fast.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times
Yeah.
it's just a money grab. It's just a fucking money grab. That's all it is.
And in a couple of years, we'll be 20 years past Back to the Future. Okay. And I have for years talked about writing a story that works for a remake of that. And I would love to see Jules and Verne be able to find, you know, the DeLorean and then remake it. You know, the technology's old, so they remake it with a Tesla and, you know, do their thing, because you could pick anybody to be Jules and Verne and you could restart that series with those two guys doing that and have completely different stories and all of that, because they left us with characters that we could use later on that wouldn't take away from the original.
Yeah.
But see, I don't even know if 25 or 20 years is long.
I don't think so either, especially with like everyone.
Longer. It's
Yeah.
gotta be more than a generation.
Especially with Michael J. Fox. You got to do that. But I think it would be great. Like, you know, or they did like the kids thing. Was that their kids' names? You were saying? Yeah, so it's kids. Yeah, come back and they find it in the garage of that future house that printed out "You're fired." You know what I mean? And
I think it's one of those things where they, you know, they inherit like this old farmhouse they never go to, and you know they got to go there and clean it out, and they push a button and the floor opens up, and you know, lo and behold, there's a lab down there, and that's where the
and then they go into the
train
year
is or
3000
whatever,
and the
you know.
Earth is dead.
Wait. Aren't you just describing the new Ghostbusters?
I hate it here.
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
That's where they find Ecto-1 allegedly in this new movie. So it's like, clever.
But you know, there wasn't really anything special about Ecto-1.
No, it was
I would be shocked if anybody actually knew what that car was, because I know what it is, but it's a
converted
really
ambulance
rare car.
Yeah,
It's a 1959 hearse ambulance.
yeah.
Cadillac. Yeah, it's a wickedly rare car.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever seen a Lincoln convertible other than the JFK?
Chat caught up with us, and Ambasador says that's the new Ghostbusters on the remake side. Yeah, find it in the car.
Mine
Anthony,
would be better.
I got you.
Put Ghostbusters to shame. Like Gervais. What's his first name?
Ricky?
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais says, he's like, you know, I'm not saying there aren't any good female comedians. Let me think of one. That's where he goes with it. Yes.
Delane likes
So-
to watch that Asian
saying
lady
there
that
aren't
yells
any,
at
I just
everybody
can't
about
think.
eating her ass all the time, and I'm like, oh man, this is just too aggressive. Like, can we talk
All right,
about
so the next one we
bongs?
got up here for first take or remake is Disney's Jungle Cruise.
Oh, easy enough. It's a
This is terrible.
it's got The Rock in it. It's a remake. I saw this one and I didn't think it was terrible. I like what they did with like
It's so bad.
the
It's
visuals
so
and stuff look good. But was
Yes.
I paying attention to like the plot line and stuff? Like the hashtag spoiler. I mean, chat's got a second to catch up, but like everything works out in the end. It's a Disney fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Visually, it's stunning to watch. I will say that. Like
Yeah.
they did a great job on that. I think that's where all the money, because the screenwriters did just an absolute horror. It's a terrible, terrible movie as far.
Yeah. It was just it was the Mummy. It was the Mummy. If the Mummy, like, so let's compare movies to alcohol, right? So the Mummy would be like Absolute Vodka, and this was like a wannabe remake of it, and this was Sunny D. This is what Jungle Cruise is.
Yeah, The Rock did for this what Brendan Fraser did to Journey to the Center of the Earth.
I didn't even see that, so I'm glad I did it.
Don't. They could have shot that movie in front. They shot the whole movie in front of a green screen.
Did they go
They
down?
left the room.
Did they actually even go to the center of the earth?
Sure.
They went to
Spoilers.
the center of whatever green screened room this was.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
We got
Getting off topic here.
Ian says very well remade because he loves The Rock and Emily. Homicidal says remake. Sewer Rug says definitely a remake. Homicidal says, but that was actually a fairly decent effort. Yeah.
Here's your participation trophy.
And like I'll agree with Ian. Like Emily is hella hot. Was it Emily Blunt or whatever? John
Emily
Krasinski's
Blunt.
wife, whatever. But yeah,
His wife.
right.
Okay.
Like it's not Pam. That was The Office. Okay.
Get out.
Sewer Rug says they had The Rock telling dad jokes. Not a well written script at all. Sewer Rug says, yeah. And that's the thing is like it's definitely a thing. But like here's like I'm not saying he's a bad actor, but The Rock is another one of them. Like you're the same guy in every movie. Like
There's definitely some similarities.
the one time
the
that he
thing
was a total
you,
like
you make fun of The Rock though. The bad thing is, as far as wrestlers turned actors,
oh he's the best.
he is leaps and bounds. I tried watching a John Cena movie this week. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
The only John Cena movie I liked, it was the one where he was the parents or whatever, and they're trying to talk about texting and stuff. And it wasn't a good movie. I wouldn't watch it again. But it was.
This was the Marine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me throw you something out there. Any movie that's called a military fucking movie like that, and it has like some B-rate WWE fucking actor in it. And I'm not saying these guys aren't superstars because they are, but like not even a WWE superstar. Anyways, no, like these guys are hella famous. But like anytime it's like a military movie, I can't watch that shit. It's all terrible. They're like, yes, sir, Commander, sir. And it's like, okay, we're in the Navy, but I'm wearing Air Force fatigues. Like, you know.
This is him like just got discharged and he's trying to live a regular life.
Unfortunately, I saw the Marine.
His wife in it is banging hot.
Oh, it's always a hot chick.
I even stayed as long as I did.
And here you go. And like I get it, movies are like our escape from reality. But if you're gonna show a Marine's wife, you better show an overweight woman. Let's be honest.
That wasn't what she was. That's for sure.
I know. So it's definitely not true. No.
Yeah, it's. Oh man, I try and finish movies. I mean, you guys have seen some of the stuff I've watched on here. Like, I mean, I will watch things all the way through, but some stuff it's painful. Like I'm just like I can't. No, I can't use this enough. I can use this hour for doing something or watching.
Jewish Rex says John Cena. I can't watch him. I can't even see him. I hate you. Get out. Boo boo doo boo. Do 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 do.
You know, and it's not like Sean Austin is any better.
Sean Austin Scott or whatever.
What is his name?
Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold
Don't
Steve
you talk
Austin.
about my fake stepdad that doesn't know he's my stepdad like that, all right?
You know, even like
how do you think I learned how to chug beer?
Movie, he still takes away from it. It's like that, oh, your part's like fucking terrible in this. Anyway, getting off topic here. Geekus, is this a first take or remake?
That's a remake.
They're both going remake. All right.
It's a Disney movie, come on.
What's the chat saying?
They had to buy Marvel and Star Wars to be original. Everyone says remade.
We had a lot of remakes.
Yeah, everyone says remake.
All right, and the reveal is this is an original. I don't have
what?
a poster to show you.
Isn't this that fucking ride in Disneyland? I don't know. I didn't have a happy childhood.
Yeah, that's the only thing it's based on is the ride at Disneyland. But that's like Pirates of the Caribbean. Like,
right? Yeah.
There was never a movie made about this before this.
I haven't got any of these right.
And I knew you had seen this movie, so I was like, okay, this will...
How'd you know I've seen this?
Because you talked about it one time.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember anything. So it works for me because I can bring stuff up again and be like, oh, yeah, have you seen this movie, Randall? You're
yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, I have. This is great. On this one, though, I remember you saying it was you're just like, oh, if I have to suffer through another Rock movie, I'm gonna,
Yeah.
you know. So
Stop
yeah,
putting The Rock in movies. Like, thank God for the Fast and Furious franchise. I won't watch it, but like, good for you.
you know, and you know, we talk a lot of shit about Fast and Furious. There are some decent movies.
Yeah, 1,
It's
2,
just it's
Tokyo
gone on
Drift,
too.
3.
It's like when you watch Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Like you want another Indiana Jones movie, but then when you see Harrison Ford running, you feel bad for him. You're like, don't make him run.
Plus,
Like,
I saw him die in Star Wars.
Yeah, and I think that's where the career should have just ended as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Big Rick's calling me out. He says, you haven't done a Chase and Chug Return Fire. Those are words. Those are certainly words, Big Rick. From YouTube, maybe it's right, says David Moyle. Because Emily Blunt, yes, says Ian. Sewer Rug says, since you live on Instagram, and I want Anthony to watch
Solar Babies.
Solar
I really
Babies.
don't want Solar Babies.
A great late 80s movie, some actors from The Lost Boys. All right. So what the next one's Brick Mansions, another Paul Walker movie. Click it or take it.
Brick Masons. So
I actually got it right the first time. Don't fuck me up.
all right. So Paul Walker movie with RZA and David Bell, which I'm not even sure you would even know who he is, but
no. And I'm gonna say that this is probably a bad movie because it has a Mustang as the hot car in the cover.
Oh, Death Race has a Mustang, and I'm not a Mustang fan, but there are some cool ones.
Yeah, but this one has the forehead light thing. It's like, yeah, I'm totally supercharged. Let me go put it in my garage.
Got those Go Faster stripes on it.
That's right. +5 to speed.
Those are the knockoff Adidas stripes. What are you talking about? It's only 2. That's a shit I wore to school in 5th grade. Anyways,
Let's try to have a hood scoop. Let's try to have a hood scoop.
So
Come
wait,
on, give it a chance, guys.
I've seen previews for this. I hate you, geekers. I've seen previews for this. That's not Idris Elba in the back. That's the RZA.
Yeah, like it says in the words.
Oh, I understand that, but they never ever
Okay.
fucking do that. I just wanted to make sure because like he kind of looks like from where I'm sitting, he looks like I can't say his name right. Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba.
Get out.
Jessica Alba's dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey man, I don't judge, but yeah.
Yes, you do. Bullshit.
Sewer Rug
The man
says
with the iron fist, man. I mean, I love it.
Big Rick says it's original. I think so. It's probably wrong.
Are you
Sewer Rug
asking or
says,
telling me?
"Yeah, are you asking Big Rick? Because I think it's an original."
Song party's not up yet, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sewer Rug says horribly original. What year was it made? Said David Moyle. I will look up Brick Mansion's release date.
I really wish you wouldn't, because it might give away.
It'll probably no.
I think he already said original though. So, all right, Gigas, have you answered on this one?
Original? I have no idea. I go original. Sure.
I'm gonna go.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I hate to burst your guys' bubbles. However, this is the worst one on this list. Brick Mansions is a word-for-word remake of D13U. This is actually a film.
I've seen this cover before.
In the credits at the end has this really cool French rap that I've never heard French rap before, but it was actually really good.
Les du
Literally
fromage.
word for word remake of this movie. I saw D13, which is actually really fun. A lot of parkour in it. It's a good action kind of film. It's the same old cops and robbers kind of thing. But the action in it's fantastic. And then I saw that they were going to make this one, and I'm like, okay. And I started watching, and I'm like, holy shit, this is word for word. They actually took the same script, I think, and actually made this movie.
Was this a dub D13? I've seen previews for this. I've never.
This
ever
is a
seen
real
it.
movie.
But was it a dub version? Like, was it
No.
Oh, okay. It's English.
No, it's in English, but there is some. It's like a Bourne thing where there's some language stuff in it. But I mean, and the guy that's the main character is actually French. I really don't think it's dubbed. Like I think I've watched this actually in English.
Because I've seen the previews for this and stuff like that, and it looks really cool.
It is really good.
But my thing is, like, I can't take Paul. Paul Walker does this thing, and no disrespect to a dead man or anything like that. But fucking A, like, to me, he's like he's the Justin Timberlake of movies. Like, oh, okay, like, he's in it, cool. It's like every song would just hear.
All right, Big Rick. I am not a Mustang fan. I have seen a couple that are cool, but I am definitely not a Mustang fan. I've been a Chevy guy most of my life. I like lots of cars.
And don't worry,
but
Big Rick.
I'm not a Mustang.
One day you'll grow a
what they did to the
personality.
new Mustang, somebody at Ford should be fucking shocked.
What, the electric
Somebody
one?
needs to be fired.
What, the electric one?
Don't
Out of a
use that
cannon.
name.
Out of a cannon.
They turned the Mustang into an SUV.
I saw that, and like it's supposed to.
Hatchback.
It's got good
Electric hatchback.
specs. It's got good specs. Would I ever drive one? No, because I hate Mustangs. To me, I will always remember the '90s Mustang where it was the bubbly, the roundish look or whatever. And I always imagine, because from my white trash growing up, that it's always a single mom named Brenda smoking cigarettes in that bitch, putting them out in a fucking Diet Coke bottle and driving that. So I will never like Mustangs, ever. And Big Rick, don't worry. One day you will grow a personality, and you won't grow like
And,
Mustangs.
you know,
Okay.
People that maybe think they like Mustangs, especially from that era that you're talking about, have never driven.
No.
Especially the manual ones, they're like fucking impossible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I did a lot of fucking photography for Fox Body Mustangs that used to do the fucking drags out here all the time and stuff. Like those ones are super cool to me. Like, you know, but anything after like 1990, like, no, you can fuck off. You're probably some male nurse or whatever. Like, I get it. You paid 29% interest on this. Like, fuck off.
But you know, all said and done, the District 13 Ultimatum is a good movie. So if you haven't seen it and you're looking for something action-packed, something new and fresh, this is actually really good. The funny thing is, you see the guy jumping there with his knees pulled up?
Yeah.
It's the same guy from
guy from
the other movie.
The other
No
one. yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that guy is that guy standing behind Paul Walker. It's the same actor.
Is he playing the same role?
Yes.
Oh, so like, imagine that. Like, you getting paid twice to do the same thing.
And he didn't have to learn any new lines. I mean, when I say word for word, I fucking mean word for word. I wouldn't use that any other. And I'm telling you, when I first started watching, I was like, oh my god. And Paul Walker is worse at it than the guy that did it originally. It's like this doesn't.
Paul Walker's a typecast actor, you ask me.
You know, he's like one of those guys I still love. I don't care, you know, how bad, you know, certain things are. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, I even watched Bruce Willis in Breakfast for Champions just because I like Bruce Willis, and that is by far like one of the worst movies. So, anyway, we're way on tangents. I wish I had a drink because I feel so relaxed.
I drank
So
both my
many-
tall cans.
So I hope you guys enjoyed a new game just came up with. So it was a kind of fun first take or remake. So that was just something new, something fresh. Always got to keep it popping for you guys. So.
Pop,
So I
poppin'.
think we're going to go on to Whites Make It Worse. And Chris really liked this bumper.
Yeah, you guys will enjoy this. I'm not even going to talk during this bumper. In every way. And the original content at the end, that's an actual photo from Anthony. If you guys missed the show, it was like a show or so back, a couple shows back. Anthony showed that off.
My YouTube mistakes. All right. Anyway.
So
And the other thing, if you don't, you'll see it as it comes up in my background. Why I chose this first picture that I chose is because only white people would paint a DeLorean.
Yeah.
It's like red. DeLoreans did not come in red. They
No.
came in stainless steel.
That's it. Yeah.
Like, that's dirty and wrong. That's where whites
I
have
hate it. I hate it. Get it out of here.
They look like cookware from the movie fucking Fifth Element or whatever. Like,
Fifth recall.
Yeah, Fifth
Total
Recall.
Little fifth recall element.
Yeah.
Yes.
starring
I was wondering-
starring
I would-
Denzel Smith.
That sounds original. Oh, sorry. We're on to the next slide. My bad. Sorry.
Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger in.
Zoldaldana. All right, Anthony, what
All
do you
right,
got
so
for
I
us?
took it easy on you guys tonight for our first Whites Make It Worse coming back, but I saw one of these pictures and it made me laugh, and I'm like, I'm sure I can find some more. So basically, these are reasons why white people should not try to do
Oh no.
black people hairstyles.
Oh no.
Okay, so these aren't really rough. They're just I think just kind of funny. So first one we have up here.
EDC was last week. What is she trying to represent though? Like the angry Powerpuff Girl? And that like, and let's and like here's the
The thing
thing.
is, she has kind of a cute little face. I mean,
She's definitely got like
obviously
Drew
way young
Barrymore.
for me, but still.
Drew
kind of a
Barrymore in
cute
the
face.
'90s look, yeah. Definitely like more of a bob haircut than I look like a fucking Bratz doll.
But this is one of those situations where it's just like those cars we talk about that somebody takes a long time to make and they're still awful.
Yeah.
How long did it take to do this?
That's the worst part. Probably not that long. Those are definitely fake. That's fake hair, and they just fucking braided her hair into it.
Are you sure?
I mean, I know that's probably the obvious answer, but yeah, like that's definitely like this bitch looks like a 4th of July napkin. She looks like a
She
fucking
looks like those things coming out of your handlebars when you were a kid.
yeah, the fucking the
Tassels.
tassels.
Perfect.
Fucking dude.
Oh, all right. So the next one I've got up here for White Spanker Worth hairstyles is
White people in dreads, please stop. Get some help.
Stop.
Especially this chick. She looks like the fucking Angelica doll from, or the doll that Angelica had from Rugrats. Like
because the weird thing about this look just doesn't make sense on so many levels. It's like she almost looks like halfway professional. And then it's like, well,
this is your
yeah, my
Rasta
hair looks
professor
like
in Rasta 101 at a community college. This looks like the chick that tried to teach me Spanish that was 78 and white from Alaska at
I was gonna say
CSN.
she teaches African studies at the community college.
Yeah. Stop over here, fucking, what's your name? Fucking, I don't know, some senator. Anyways. Yeah, like, no, and it's like, that's the funny part you said that too, because she's definitely one of, like, she definitely looks like one of those, like, professors that's like, you know, like a sociology professor. Like I was embedded with the, like, you know, with this group of people for so long that I just adopted some of the things. It's like, cool, you're back in Massachusetts. Sewer Rex says you go to Jamaica one time and this is what you spend your money on. Don't do it. Every white girl. Hashtag wanderlust.
All right, our next
Is that Ariana Starbucks Grande Mocha?
This picture actually had a caption on it that said, "Who says white girls can't have box braids?" And
Everybody.
like,
yeah, I raised my hand to that. The worst part, see,
and
like,
you know, the weird thing, like on a black girl, this looks great,
yeah.
but something about this being on a white chick just looks terrible.
No, this definitely says I listen to Nelly, but I'm a part of the community. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your cornrows.
You know, whatever you want to do. You know, do it to the fullest. I mean, she pushed it all the way as far as she could, and you know, I'm sure that she probably has a lot of friends that think this is really great. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I'm sure Jessica and Brittany love this.
I just don't. So yeah, I just feel like this is an example of just whites made something worse. Not as bad as this next.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is a whole mood right
Is that
there.
Kesha?
I would assume that you guys were going to know somebody off the. I don't know any of these people.
Hold on, I gotta make you spotlight for everybody. But yeah, that's Kesha. I think it's Kesha. So she sang that song, Waking Up in the Morning Feeling Like P. Diddy.
Yes, that one.
Brush my teeth with a bottle of Jack, and then my music producer take all my music and didn't give it back.
I think the guy that needed to borrow a feeling needed to borrow these glasses.
Yeah, it's at least she made her braids, the glasses match the braids, I guess. I guess?
I don't know. I really don't know. It looks like she's looking through like magnifying glasses. Like it's just.
This is what the fucking trolls or whatever would wear. The fucking what are they, trolls in Harry Potter when they went to the bank would wear and shit when they're looking at the fucking scrolls or whatever. Those are the same fucking glasses. Ah, yeah, Wizard Harry, 47 pence for you.
Yes, of course.
Like she looks like an evil character in a movie about Fire Island or Firefest. She's like, oh, take all their money.
And I know this is just being picky about it, but it almost looks like her nose is placed on. Like it's a like Mr. Potato Head nose. Like it's just something weird about the shape. Just doesn't look right.
The nose is attached to the glasses, and you get
Great Wombaski says looks like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys and Drag. You know what, Bubbles? Come blow my bubbles, Bubbles.
Get away from my kitty.
Big Rick says they've all look. Big Rick says they've all looked like GTA characters to him so far.
He's not wrong.
Yo,
I
dog.
just didn't feel like this list was going to be complete unless we put this picture in here as well.
Oh yeah, see, and
yes.
that's the best part. Like every time I think about that, like white chick goes on basic white vacation to a fucking white resort, an Americanized resort, eats McDonald's in a fucking different country, hashtag wanderlust, come back with puka shell fucking braids. Like, yeah, it wasn't cool as a necklace. Sugar Ray's dead. It's not cool in your hair. Every morning there's a halo hanging from my brain.
It predates Sugar Ray though, so it's fine.
Yeah, this is because thanks a lot, fucking Monica from Friends. You made this.
Yeah, and this is what I like. If a white girl's actually ever thinking about getting this type of look, all you should have to do is show this picture and be like, okay, you want to reconsider because this is what it's like.
Homicidal said they look like evil characters in the movie Spy Kids.
Yeah, so that wasn't, like I said, it wasn't really rough. Whites make it worse, just something to kind of bring us back to that since I haven't done one of those in a while. I ended up seeing a couple of those hairstyles as I was doing searches for something else, and I'm like, man, I got it.
What were you looking for? Gentrified and ungentrified porn?
Here's the thing: when you're looking up porn on Bing, sometimes
Bing.
Bing's great. I never thought that
Bing
would be
bong.
the case, but you don't have to search like individual sites like Pornhub. They just give you all the sites.
Bing is so
It's
desperate
fantastic.
for people to use it. Anthony's the only user this month.
If you're not pulling images from Bing, you're not. That's a great place to pull it.
Joke's on you. I don't do anything.
Wait, what? Slow down.
This is Anthony's
I pulled
show
a
now,
picture of
guys.
Rocky
Like
from
I'm just here. He
1985.
lets me show up. This is Anthony's show now. He does all the work. I just show up sometimes. Okay.
I mean, you're
Yeah, sometimes I feel bad about taking over, and then most of the time,
And then you realize, no.
See, the only thing I haven't done is send him all the graphics for OBS yet. He's waiting for those, and as soon as he is, I'm blocked and deleted.
I'm saving up.
He's screenshotting and photoshopping them out.
All right, so we got a couple more games to go to. So if you want to go on to the Zoe or Thandawi.
Zoe Bowie,
which-
my favorite restaurant at the Hard Rock Hotel. Bumper Gold.
Here's the goofy thing about this too. Her name is different like everywhere I look.
Yeah.
And I finally ended up just going to her page to see what it was actually supposed to be.
Which one?
I was watching, like I said, I was watching Westworld this week, and
Yeah.
she's in that, and it comes up as Thandy. And I'm like, okay, and then you look at somewhere else, and it comes up Thandawi, and I'm like, I don't even know that. I'm sure I'm not saying that right.
Tandy Newton. That's all I know.
You're beautiful, New Vegas.
And actually, I ended up resending this bumper to Vandal with a change because I was like, did I get it wrong? Like, am I not reading this right? You know, I got
Is it the
50-year-old
French
eyes.
dub?
Maybe I just didn't see it.
I think at this point in her life, she's just like, nobody's getting my name right. Just whatever.
Shout out
Sure,
to Big Rick got a burn
So,
on David Mullen.
Those of you that are not familiar with these two actresses, obviously Zoe Saldana, you should be familiar with. She plays Gamora. She's in all kinds of stuff. Well, Thandawi really looks like her, and a lot of times people get them confused in movies because it's like they are so similar, and this is one of these doppelganger actors and actresses that go around Hollywood. So I thought it would be fun to do a versus with this to see if you guys can remember who was in the movie. I forgot the Snorkel wasn't going to be here, so there is a couple of rom-coms on here, which I'm sure you guys won't get, but that just makes it.
David Moll says, I don't know. Are they porn stars?
So the first one I have up here is the Chronicles of Riddick. We talked about Riddick last week. I
Yeah.
thought this was a good one to start off with. So the Chronicles of Riddick, is this a Zoe or a Thandy movie?
Sandy Newton.
Geekus is going with Andy right off the bat.
I don't remember, but I'm gonna agree with Geekus and say Thandy. She's been around a little bit long, like a while. I mean,
Yeah,
so
it's not really fair when Geekus is our go-to guy for comic book stuff, and he just shouts out the answer at the very beginning.
I still would have chose Thandalese or whatever her name is.
So we'll wait to see how chat's doing.
Homicidal Thandy said she came first, but she was just being nice to you.
Go on, say less.
Chat's gonna catch up, but David Moyle says, as far as this segment goes, I don't know. Are they porn stars?
Do you want them to be?
We can do one of those. I have to really put an inappropriate thing on the beginning of this, but I would do it.
Sure. Rux says, I'd say Chris Thandle. I hate it here.
This show's over. Give that man the $10,000.
And the answer is Chris Thandle. Yes.
Oh my God, who knew? Shoot.
So Homicidal says Thandy. David Moyle says Tandy, though that guy ran for president and lost. Big Rick says Thandy. He won't get that joke. That's an American joke. Sewer Rook says Chris Thandle. David Moyle says, oh, that's Dandy. And Homicidal says, I'll still take it.
And you guys are absolutely correct. Yes. This one, and she plays a really good part in this. So, yeah, that was a pretty easy one. I thought I'd start you out with an easy one. Maybe. Next one we have up here is Vantage Point with the actor that I absolutely hate. There's only one actor that I just absolutely just abhor.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
I just really don't like Forrest Whitaker.
Really? I can't see why.
He ruins movies. That's just, I think he's terrible. There was two actors that I really hated, but thank God one of them died. So.
Wow.
I was going to say, if it's Dennis Quaid, we're going to have some words.
No, it's John Ritter. I hate John Ritter.
Really?
Yeah.
That is fair. All right, fair enough.
I'll go first. I'll say Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saladana?
Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Salamander. What did
Salamander, yeah.
Zoe Salamander.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't want any trouble.
Yeah.
She's great. I don't have a lawyer enough for that.
Homicidal says Thandy. David Moyle says the other one. What is that supposed to mean?
Totally see that.
What was surprising to me is that when I pulled up these movies that I pulled up, that none of these actresses were actually on the post.
Yeah, that's why it worked out great for you.
It was kind of shocking to me. I was like, oh, that's good. I don't have to Photoshop somebody out or anything.
Sewer Rook says Zoe.
Sure.
Big Rick also says the other one. Ian says Zaldana.
Yes. Excellent, Rick. Well played.
I've done that before, so I know where that joke's coming from. I like Zoe with a Y because it reminds me of Joey.
David Moyle says not the first one. So he's thinking Thandy. I don't know. In Australia, do they read left to right or right to left? You tell me.
Upside down.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, so Zaldana.
Yeah,
Zoe?
there you go.
I don't know if you have to say Z-O-E.
All right.
Hey, we'd have to say it up here too like that. It's nothing. There you go, man. Nice.
Actually, him disappeared is probably the best look we had all night.
Bye. I don't know.
Oh, hey, there he is. Hey, what's up, Vandal?
Hey, glad you're back.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Ooh,
The third
In
one.
your pink shirt.
It's salmon.
it's Sam. It's a strong fish.
Scamming. I like scamming.
Fish sticks.
All right, so you guys are both going Zoe?
I want to say Tandy for this one.
All right, so one Zoe, one Tandy?
I think so, yes.
All right. Well, nice job, Vandal.
Hey.
Yeah, I figured this would be one of the ones when she was like first getting into acting. This definitely looks like an
early on
older
in her career.
movie.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, let's use you for your looks, but we're not going to put you on the cover. Because she's a beautiful woman.
Sure.
You're a beautiful woman.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I was almost going to use Losers, but I thought that would be too easy for so.
Probably.
All right, next one we have up here is Guess Who?
Oh,
Which I could have actually used this for First Take a Remake.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything with
Can
Ashton
anybody tell me what who the person was in the old
Ashton Kutcher. No,
Sidney Poitier?
Ah, yes.
for such a
The black guy was coming to dinner.
Well, yeah.
Kind of a different movie. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't see anybody get mad that they put Ashton Kutcher in this. I'm gonna say
Because he's an unoffensive white dude.
I don't know,
Doesn't
man.
his facial expression kind of look like he just like sharded?
Oh, that was not a fart. That was wet.
David Mull says
Why do you think Bernie Mac's making that face?
Yeah. Zoe.
Boy, you shit yourself.
David Mull says Z Owie.
I miss Bernie Mac.
Amasato says no clue. Big Rick says Zoe. I'm gonna say Zoe. I've seen this.
Say Zoe.
Yeah.
Everybody say Zoe.
And now you clap your hands.
And everybody would be right. It actually is Zoe.
Zura
That's one I
Rug.
didn't know if you guys would know because it's more of a rom-com. I've never actually seen this movie.
Zura Rug got it wrong. He said Thandi Wahandi. I think he meant Gandhi.
No,
Her
that's a different movie.
And
her last name is Newton, like the cookie.
I never figged you for Newton. I'll get out.
Ooh.
Anthony, you're in charge now.
Words. Boo this man.
And the last one I have up for tonight is How to Lose Friends and Alienate People.
Is that
started
Kristen
a show called
Dunst?
The Friday Fallout, but
Is that Kristen Dunst?
it is Kristen Dunst.
And is that the guy
Also your
from?
famous Megan Fox,
Oh, dude, fuck this.
Simon Pegg, and another famous guy.
That is
Henry Winkler.
Yeah, Henry.
Hey.
I'm gonna say Thandi on this because of the cast. They couldn't have one of the side actors be hotter than all the rest of the chicks on the cover.
Once again, not on the cover.
Perfect.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like you don't want to like if like you see these things like a chick don't want a chick looking better at her wedding or whatever. So I'm gonna say it's Thandi. I'm not saying Thandi's ugly, but
No, you're fine. Just to give Chad a minute to catch up, I watched Ryan Reynolds in Van Wilder.
yeah.
Yes.
Which I absolutely, I mean, I love that particular movie. The rest of them were just awful, but that particular one I think is really good. And I was sitting there watching it, and I'm like, wow, I haven't watched this in a while, and that is the most token black guy that I've ever seen in a movie, I think. And I thought, you know what? When this comes up on the Fallout, I'm going to ask this question. Can anybody tell me what his name is?
I hate it here.
Like, I don't know what his character name is, and I'm not even sure they ever mentioned.
I don't remember. I just remember the dog coming in the fucking donuts, and the guy's like, "I've had this before." That's the only thing I remember from.
That is the part of the movie you would remember.
Yeah.
And, and the funny thing is, I remember Rajesh Badlandabad.
Yeah.
Now, that is a fucking name. You know, that is a huge name, and I remember that, and I have no idea. And it's a blonde black guy. So it's like, you know, it's just, here's your sign. Like, here's your token person.
Yeah.
And that's terrible, but that's what they used to do back
Not another teen movie that had literally the character's name was Token.
Yeah, and he walked up to the other black guy at the party. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm already here."
You need to leave.
Yeah. God, the 90s. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Thandi Newton. Ian says Thandi because if Simon's there, Simon and Thandi did Fat Boy Run. Not English enough, so ZOE says David Moyle. Big Rick says Thandi. Not a cookie, she's a fruit and a cake, says Thandalise Newton. Sewer rug.
That's correct. I'll take that punishment. That's absolutely correct.
It's half art with a bit of follow through, says Big Rick. I guess he's like live tweeting his life right now. So yeah, that's basically everyone that's answered or decided to answer.
All right, everybody going Thandi, and everybody is correct. It definitely is.
So
you guys did well.
Wendy,
You did really, really well on that game.
yeah. Well, I do have a crush on Zoe Saldana, so.
And you should. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I drank some stuff earlier, and now I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Yeah, you should
All
do
right,
that.
sounds good. I like it when he waits to the end of the game to go, so we can't start up a new one, which is cool.
It's
Yeah.
great. It's cool. We'll just
But realistically, the only reason we play Drugger anime is just to have fun with Vandal anyway. So
it's
true. Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the only reason we play these games? Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I have fun sometimes, like stumping you guys, but yeah, and this particular one has turned into let's fool Vandal on this game. So
True.
I'm totally cool with that.
Also, like this was a Star Trek character versus a Star Wars character. So thank you for that one. The nerd in me has. As soon as I saw this, I'm like, oh, I instantly went, Uhura versus Val. Okay, go on. Tell me more.
And they look, like I said, they look so much alike that sometimes I'll be thinking back and it's like, no, that isn't her. That's the other one. You know, they're Jessica Chastain and Ron Howard's daughter. I can't think of what her name is. Dallas Howard. Yeah.
Dallas Howard.
They've mixed me up before. Like, I thought Jessica Chastain was in the Jurassic Park stuff, and it's not. It's Bryce Dallas Howard. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe. And funny story about that, too. I was watching a Graham Norton when Bryce Dallas Howard was on. And even where they live, they don't live that far apart. And she'll go to like a coffee shop, and they'll like give her an order that's for Jessica Chastain. It's like, yeah, we know what you get. And they don't even believe her when she says, no, that's not me. Like, that's not me. And they're like, oh, yeah, whatever. You know,
but no, we're not.
Seriously, it's that bad between those two. So, yeah, it's, you know, Ewan McGregor and Jude Law, to me, are one of the other ones.
Yep.
Like, I put their faces together on a picture one time, and they match. Like, it's fucking weird. Like, I put it together, and I was like, dude, that's, like, their wrinkles match, like, on the forehead and stuff. I'm like, I didn't do this. Like, this just click like that. Okay, that goes there. Like, it's a puzzle piece that just fits right perfectly in that spot. So, and did I see something that Jude Law is going to be doing something Star Wars?
Yes, he's going to be. Was it Andor? I was reading. Or no?
I try not to watch anything before I actually watch whatever it is to make everything fresh. But
not Andor. It's one of the new projects coming out. I read something about that too. Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
And I'm not saying that that's a bad call. I'm just like, God, those guys are like twins. Like, that's, yeah.
Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, that one. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And that's a remake I don't want to see because I can't imagine anybody else being able to do that.
It'll be Kevin Hart.
The Rock and Kevin Hart. Yes.
Yeah, that's what it would be. Honestly, why hasn't this happened? I don't want it to happen. It doesn't need to happen. But honestly, why hasn't it happened?
Well, it'll have premiere space on UPN. Anyway.
Yeah, there we go.
And no, Rugg, I don't wash my hands after a bathroom breakout. Lick them clean like a cat.
All right, while you're licking them clean, why don't you run the Drugger anime bumper and we'll get rolling on that.
All right, Drugger anime. How far back was that one? It wasn't far back.
Right there. Right, no, back one. Back. No. All
right, right there.
Left. Your other left.
It reminds me of the 90s screensavers on computers.
What are you talking about? I still have that screensaver on this turn.
Oh, I bet you do, you dirty slut. Anyways.
I mean, it's brand new. It's up here.
Bumper's down.
Or at least
Windows 95 is new in Canada. I forgot.
I need to make the DOA bigger on that, but that's okay. We'll get.
All right, Anthony, it's all you.
Cool. So those of you that are joining us for the very first time and have never played this game, Drugger anime is basically my brainchild of thinking that a lot of drug names also sound like anime names. You guys both look like you were frozen there for a second. I'm like, I don't want to do that again. So the first time I did this, it was a lot of fun, and we found out that no drugs or anime characters can start with Z, which we found out last time that was not really true. So I decided I would go with the letter V. So V
for
will be
vagina.
Our starting letter this evening because there were quite a few, and I thought it was going to be fun. I think the first one's going to be pretty easy, but the other ones will probably stump you guys a bit. So, and those that didn't see the title for our episode tonight, I actually made a Valtrex anime.
Yeah. Isn't that
there's been a few bumps in the road, but he's a good one. Anyway, so our first one up is Vraylar.
Oh, it sounds like a medicine. Someone say anime.
Evil of Vraylar. So Is this a drug or is this an
The Valarians.
Yeah, it sounds like a drug, so I'm gonna go anime.
Basically, my logic behind this. Say the opposite that I think it's going to be.
In every one of these this week, I made sure that there were multiple vowels, multiple consonants.
Oh wow! Now let me have any fun.
Well, let me just say here.
Entire list, and like I have to make sure it has all these components in it, or it's not going to fool anybody.
Well, it's not a drug because there's too many vowels, but it's not an anime character because there's too many consonants.
We made sure none of them were wearing branded merchandise, so we wouldn't get that in the way.
David Moyle says Victor Knox Swiss Amami. I think that's those beans you get that are steamed. Amasato says anime. David Moyle says drug. Big Rick says anime. He says he's jerked off to this one.
Have you not?
I didn't say hentai.
Yeah.
He's handsome.
Bukkake is just a baby shower. Ian says...
Although, Big Rick, stay tuned. You might see something you could. Anyway.
Big Rick says... I'm not Big Rick. Sewer Rug says... Valor... I can't even say it. Vralar? Vralar. For when you just can't force a poop. That's a drug. Ian Covenant says drug. It's a real downer.
You just can't force a poop.
Let the force be with you. Take Vralar. Side effects
All right,
may
everybody's
be...
chosen. Gigas, you've chosen?
I'm going to say anime character.
So everybody went anime, or a lot of people went anime.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought this was going to be the easy one. It's a drug.
Yeah. Wow. I got it wrong, right?
I figured I'd prove it to you guys this time and actually put pictures up here of
hey.
All right, let me look what this is. Vraylar. Vraylar.
I think this is for like shingles or something like that. I can't remember. But.
Drug. Caparazine, sold under the brand names Vraylar in the United States and the Regala in the European Union, is an atypical antipsychotic which is used in the treatment of schizophrenia, bipolar mania, and bipolar depression. So every ex-girlfriend you've ever had.
So if you're crazy, take Vraylar. What I liked about that too, I think I remember reading that description. It was like it works with schizophrenia, and then like a little ways down, it almost is like and bad moods. Like it wasn't.
That's the same thing.
Oh, you're just a bitch. Here.
Yeah. It's like I don't think that you should be using the same medication for both of those things, but.
David Moyle says, "Where's Ern when you need him or her?" I never asked. They are not here. Them are gone.
Take with a lot of red wine. That's what you're supposed to do. All right, next one up here is Vidal.
Oh, that was a dictator of Cuba.
I hate it here.
I thought that was that hair cream stuff that you put in.
That's Vagisil.
Hey. Wrong hair, but yeah, I guess that works.
Shagasil.
Little dabble, do ya?
Shagasil, baby.
Shagasil.
Dabble, do ya?
Yeah, baby, Shagasil.
I'm gonna say anime character. This definitely looks like the font's giving me anime character vibes, so it's probably a drug. But I'm gonna say anime.
No, I used this font specifically because I wanted you to think they were all anime.
Perfect.
Well, I like it. And then David Moss says, "Oh, bugger, I don't know what it did there."
Actually, the name of this font is Adventure.
Adventure font.
This feels adventurous.
Yeah.
It does.
I bet you the rocks are going to be in this movie. Big Rick says drug. Homicidal says drug. Sewer Rug says Cuban anime for the best guy in charge. Ian says anime. David Moyle says anime, like Incubus wrote a song about it.
It's still an okay answer. I still accept anime.
Here for it.
All right, so Geekus, you're the last one on here.
Anime.
Anime. Sounds like everybody's going anime, and the reveal is anime.
That's not a full reveal. That's not even nipple.
That's some under boob at best.
Wait, does anyone know? Can you show cartoon boobs on YouTube?
It's just side boob.
They let Lego and Paul on here. Anyways, so I'm glad we got that right. Yeah. Some side boob
There you go,
action.
Big Rick. something
Yeah.
for you to look at.
You can screenshot that, but you're not allowed to cut Anthony out of it. You're full screen, by the way, Anthony.
I know. It's okay.
Can you give him a thumbs up for the effort? Oh! Big Rick called you a bastard. You touched his
I love
anime.
a girl in pigtails.
Yeah,
so.
you touched his animities.
But like we were talking about last week, somebody had to draw that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and like sometimes like don't get me wrong, I've never seen like super hot like what we call it hentai or whatever, you know, and stuff like that. But man, the detail they put in some of that stuff, man, like on the porn ads on Pornhub, you're right. I might not last 2 minutes playing that game. I barely last 5.
I like it that the shorts and the gloves came as a package deal when you buy them.
She looks like a Pokemon trainer gone bad, just trying to pay her rent and only Pokeballs.
You know, for V2, the funny thing was it was hard to find ones that weren't Dragon Ball Z.
Because there's so many.
I'm like, you guys might know Dragon Ball Z characters, and I don't want to use those. But it
Geekus
was like
would.
almost every V was like, damn it, I don't want to use that.
I can't get into Dragon Ball, except I know that they named the guy Vegetarian Salad Vegeta or whatever.
That was actually one of them. That
Yeah.
I was using.
Yeah, Vegeta.
I didn't know that was how you said that. It looked like Vegetto.
Yeah.
He's not Italian. Vegeta. Forget about it.
No, with that attitude.
I was thinking he was from the hood, like,
Oh,
that's
Vegeta.
Spaghetto, man. There was
Homicidal.
also one that was like capital V dash capital S ION.
Oh,
So I'm thinking
Vision.
It said Vision. That's what it was supposed to be, and I was like, oh man, that almost sounds like a drug. I want to use that, but it was another Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So
Homicidal like the thigh gap. Vanos. What is this? Like a porn version of Thanos? Instead of the balls on his chin, they're on his forehead?
you got it. That's just, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, god damn it. I was like, whoa, gross. Where? Show me. Browser, search.
Oh, you got
now.
that one in a snap, Vandal. Well done.
Yeah.
So Vanos.
I'm gonna say drug because I'd be like, say Vanos to your IBS.
Like Vamonos.
You can't ride a bike no more. Say Vanos to not being able to ride a bike. Anal seepage
Take
might be a side
scooter
effect.
instead.
Yeah, take a scooter instead.
My mom uses Vanos.
Yeah. Amasato
For her
says
general
anime.
words.
David Mull says, that's it, Rick. Big Rick says, Vandal lies. He loves everything balls related. If I did that, I'd like you because you look like one nut. Let's see. What else? Sue Rex says, a Spanish anime centered around vehicles. Ian says, a medical...
Los Vanos.
Yeah.
Los Vanos.
Only thing that matters is mi familia. Let's vanos. Ian says medical pooper, he's guessing. Sounds like a Mexican anime, says Big
He's
Rick.
gonna hit on it one day.
Man, Big Rick says like it's Mexican anime. The closest they've gotten to any kind of Mexican culture is Taco Bell, and that's white.
Nick Cage does the commercial for this. It's like Vanos.
David Mull says a Mexican Mickey Mouse anime.
All right, Gigas, what's your guess on this?
Anime.
All right. So, Chris, are you the only one guessing drug on this?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh no, Ian says medical pooper.
Yes.
They're all medical poopers.
Yeah. So we know what Ian uses. No, I'm just kidding. Vanos drug.
Allegedly.
I want to see what it
I'm
is.
pretty sure this is the one that's for shingles.
Yeah, but why would you put this on your roof?
Get out.
Keep the water out.
It's a steroid. It can treat many skin disorders, also relieve pain, itching, swelling of the skin. I have epizema or whatever, eczema. Maybe this will help.
Sorry, did you say epilepsy?
Yeah, I can't look at turning wheels
Or
because it's an elliptical. That's why it's called epilepsy. Like I can't use that. I can't use that machine at the gym. But man,
epilepsy, so I can't use elliptic.
yeah, I have to go in oblong shapes. But I got I got them right so far, I think, except for that
Have
one.
you?
Except for that last one.
Except for Vraylar.
Yeah.
All right, and our last one up tonight for drug or anime is Valmet. Valmet.
Isn't that the name of the guy in the fucking Lord of the Rings?
Yes. I think he's thinking of Voldemort, and that's Harry Potter, but
That's Grisdenwald or whatever.
fantasy.
You
That
wouldn't
works.
know, Anthony. She goes to a different school.
Sorry.
Goes to a different wizarding school.
Yeah.
In Canada.
Yeah.
She goes to Pogfarts, okay?
So that's one of the parodies I watched. No, I'm just kidding. That's not.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Bone.
Yeah.
And the Chamber of Secrets. It's a vagina. And the Goblet of Fire when he learns about, was it chlamydia?
I'm just interested in Hermione's Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, man.
Half-Blood Prince is something completely different.
Yeah. It's a mixed guy.
What are you doing, Step Wizard?
Playing with my wand.
So, yeah.
With the wizard sleep. Anyway, so Valmet, getting back on topic here.
I'm going to say drug.
Is this a drug or enemy?
This is a drug.
I love the tangents we've been on this evening. It's been lovely.
Yeah.
I'm just having a good time with it.
It's great.
You know what's nice is we get to have these conversations. The Snorkel isn't constantly interrupting. It's really been nice.
Yeah.
Love you, Snorkel. Just joking.
Yeah, you stupid piece of shit.
He's okay.
Ian says still medical.
Shout out hashtag replay group.
Ian says this is medical because it rhymes with Percocet.
That sounds like some vandal luck.
Yeah, Big Rick says anime. Sewer Rug says it's either a drug or an X-Men bad guy. He says drug. And David Mull says drugs. It's when Val met your mum. Homicidal says it's drug.
This is what you take to get rid of whatever you got when you met Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Oh. Too
Poor
soon?
buddy.
She's not Usher.
No, whatever. It's never soon enough.
And Big Rick, he says...
I quit Ray with Chantix.
Yeah, shout like Ray Liotta died, but at least he's not peddling a psychoactive fucking tobacco cessation tool that makes you kill your wife.
I think he probably just died in the tanning bed. Overcooked him.
Yeah. Last good movie was Casino. No. Let's see.
It's not a casino.
Exactly.
Big Rick, and that plays perfectly to my next point. Big Rick says, LL shingles being on the roof. Vandal tries paying out on me. Big Rick, you don't understand what's going on here. That's the worst part.
I don't understand what's going on either. So you know what? It's fine.
Have either one of you guys guessed this yet?
Yeah.
Anime.
I said a drug.
Oh, okay. So we're going to split the answer. Yeah.
Everyone in the chat's basically saying drug except for Big Rick. Big Rick, of course Big Rick would know this one. Of course Big Rick would know this one. Because he's got big tits. Big tits and big Ricks.
Actually, there were plenty of her that were clothed. I just chose this one.
It's all right.
one.
I prefer this one. She looks like one of those Instagram models where I'm
the
like...
anime swimsuit edition. It comes out once a year.
Is that real?
Maybe these pictures came up because of other searches I was doing on this particular site. Who knows? That's a possibility.
David Moore says, wait, he's dead? Have you heard of the Turtle Gym? I forgot all about the Turtle Gym.
Well, I love you guys in chat, but that is absolutely the end of Drug or Anime. So I hope you guys enjoyed another fun game of that.
Yeah.
And that's my week's worth of putting a show together for you guys to finish it up in an hour and a half. So
Later, guys. No, no, we do have some flotation financial cessation going on tonight. I'll go ahead and...
otherwise known as Part Stuck.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and find...
And the funny thing, Geekus and I both have to play this stupid game, and neither one of us like it.
That's the best part about this week.
It's not fucking on here.
I actually told Geekus, not Geekus, I told Snorkel to take the week off, so just you two would have to play this. Anyways, bumper's running.
I'm doing this for chat. That's it.
Do it for the Vine. Do it for the Vine.
Not TikTok. That's a ripoff.
Doing it for the drugs.
Yeah,
I'm doing it for the anime
yeah. So
and the food. I'm just here for the food.
I wish we had food. Could you imagine if we had like some like beef patties under a heat lamp here? That would be great.
I had.
Do you not?
What'd you have, Anthony?
I had a hamburger tonight that was a garlic butter burger that I made. It was on a pretzel bun. That was divine.
That sounds
Actually,
good.
I had two of them.
I had a BLT from Jason's Deli and it was really good. They put a fried egg on it.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh.
I almost want to do a segment where you use condiments from other places to make meals with, because I do this a lot. And there are some really good things, like the hot mustard from the Chinese food place is fucking phenomenal on like burger. But you wouldn't necessarily use it for that if you didn't already know.
So we'll get into a quick.
So this was Papa John's garlic butter that I used to make these burgers.
I keep all. No, you're not even joking. I keep all. So when I order, sometimes I order Domino's, and I always get like 6 or 7 of the fucking garlic butter things, and I use those for cooking, especially with chicken. Yeah. They're fucking great. Or you use if you want to do like veggies and stuff. Put a little bit of that garlic butter on there. But speaking of stoner time food, we'll get into this real quick before we go boat parts, because like we do got plenty of time left. So last Saturday I was super lazy and didn't want to get out of leave my room. And I have we have a walk-in closet, and I have a bunch of snacks in there, so I don't have to ever leave the room if I don't want to, And I had a whole fucking case of like store brand Triscuits. And I was like, well, I don't want to go, we live in the house that's upstairs now, like where our room's at, and I don't want to go down the stairs to get anything to put on them. I ran out of spray cheese last week. So I had a bag of Arby's sauce, and I ate a whole box of Triscuits with Arby's sauce, and I got to tell you, my insides are never going to recover.
Eating a lot of Triscuits at one time is really not a great idea anyway. So, yeah I can imagine.
Yeah, and then all the Arby's sauce, I'm pretty sure I'm having an aneurysm in my butthole. Anyways.
I think those things come out sideways.
Yeah.
God damn.
The funnier thing to that story is the story Vandal was telling Snorkel and I before he was going on about his Triscuits. Roasting a guy who was just eating dried shredded wheat.
Oh, yeah! All right, yeah.
Like, wait, so you're roasting this dude for eating?
I did it in the privacy of my own home. I did it in the privacy of my own home. But yeah, so I got a crazy bus story before we get into boat parts.
Please, I actually pulled the slide up just so I want to hear this.
So what happens is
the big biscuits, or the little frosted.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll let you know in a second.
Okay.
So I still ride the same bus to work, but what happens is I gotta leave way earlier in the morning because we live on the other side of town now. Vegas is too full of you California fucks. Go back home. Anyways. So Delaney, what she does is she takes me and drops me off over at the near where I would get on the bus before, and she heads to work, so it's right by there. And so it's super early in the morning. I'm talking like 6:37 in the morning, and usually the buses are pretty empty or whatever. But there's always some kind of vagrant or homeless guy or whatever doing their thing, whether it's jerking off, talking to themselves, fighting the air, whatever. So I get on the bus this one morning. And I sit down, and on the right side of me or whatever, there's a homeless guy. He's clearly mentally unstable or whatever, he's got his thing. He's got his issues, whatever, I'm not judging him for that. He's talking to himself. Looks like he's having a great time. And so, everyone kind of avoids him, but everyone looks over because, every once in a while it's a loud, ha-ha, laugh or whatever. So I hear a fucking big-ass rustling. And I'm like, all right, what's going on here? Because I use my AirPods, but I have the transparency mode on them so I can hear everything that's going on around me. And I look over, and this motherfucker pulls out of a black trash bag a family size of fucking shredded wheat, non-frosted. Shredded wheat, non-frosted. And I mean, this box is 4 inches deep, or wide, excuse me, and it's a foot tall. So this is a fat-ass bag of fucking cereal. Yeah, drink. Anyways, so he pulls that out, rips the fucking top off, throws it on the ground, and then fucking just starts mawing down dry. No water in sight, no Gatorade, no bottle of piss, nothing. Nothing. And in 10 minutes, mawed down, excuse me, an Italian family-size fucking box of regular-ass shredded wheat. Dry. Dry. And what
are you trying to say? Italian family size?
Cheaper by the fucking baker's dozen. That's what I'm saying. No, but yeah. So I'm not even joking. It had to be 3.5 fucking pounds of unsugared, just plain ass shredded wheat. and like just sitting there, and like we got down to like the last quarter of the bag or whatever, and I'd say maybe 10th of the bag. That's how big this bag was, and it was still like this fucking thick. And he just takes it and fucking pulls it out of the box, eats them all in his mouth, starts talking to his imaginary friend, hits the button, dances off the bus, and does his thing. And here's my thing, and like maybe this is gonna sound like me being a terrible person, but I gotta imagine being homeless, you know, especially here in Vegas. It's hot outside, number one, so that's all fucking carbs. Number two, I don't know how this goes, but are you carrying enough toilet paper in your fucking backpack to wipe your ass from all that fucking fiber that's gonna come out of you? Because like, where the fuck are you gonna shit that big? You can't hide behind a dumpster and shit that. You'll fill up a dumpster with that much shredded wheat. But like, yeah, so like anyways, Geekus was right. I was judging this guy for eating all that shredded wheat on the bus. But I did eat a whole box of Triscuit crackers with Arby's sauce. But at least I had something to kind of ease it down, so when it cut up my insides, it stung a little bit. And I did it in the privacy of my own home. But that freaked me out.
That's your justification.
Yeah. Like,
I had sauce with it.
yeah. But I just can't imagine eating a whole box of shredded fucking wheat. Like, what are you born in? Like, where is this, World War II and you're British? Like, come on, dude, put some seasoning on it. Anyways.
No, and I'm with you. I think that you doing it in private is probably a redeeming value because we know of other things that have happened on the bus that if they're done in private, they're not such a big deal. But doing it on the bus is probably not the best.
Yeah, and like, maybe I'm being insensitive. I get it as a vagrant, everywhere's your home.
Yeah,
so,
best
but I've never ever
home,
yeah, no, like you'll sleep,
anywhere.
piss, and jerk off anywhere. I've noticed this past year riding the bus. But you know, I'm not judging this guy for being a vagrant, but I'm definitely, you know, and I'm not a nice guy. I'm not a role model. You know, you guys are, oh, Vendel's a nice guy. No, dude, you can eat my asshole. But like, that freaked me out. Like, I've seen people blown up. Like, I've seen like arms and limbs missing, and that didn't freak me out nearly as much as a guy eating a whole box of family-sized shredded wheat. I guess that's my thing.
Got that all down without having something to drink like that. That's a skill.
It's 102 degrees outside in Vegas during the daytime. You know what I mean? Like, you're not salivating.
If you're hungry enough, you can eat anything. But good God, man, that's.
Sewer Rug says he's eating dry oats without anything to drink, but it was in his kitchen, so it's not crazy. That's another thing too. Like, yeah, dude, like. That's like
anything done with the consenting adults in the privacy of your own home is not wrong.
That to me, that's like eating packets of fucking oatmeal mix without putting the water in it and then drinking the water later. It's like when I was a kid and I was super poor and I'd crush up ramen noodles and eat it dry with the powder on it and then drink water after and wonder why I got a stomach ache.
Yeah, didn't you tell us one time your mom sent you to school with ramen noodles for lunch?
Yeah, where the fuck am I going to microwave this, Deborah, you stupid bitch? Anyways, let's get into some boat parts. We're in New York tonight, guys.
Oh, good. I was hoping maybe that conversation would last for 18 more minutes.
Yeah. I tried my best.
I tried, Anthony. I tried.
All right. So, a set of captain seats. Excellent condition. Not rod. Plastic bottoms. Blank price. And no, I'm not going to tell you the price, Snorkel.
That's okay. What are we bidding on tonight?
A pair of captain seats. Excellent condition. And they're boat captain seats. So these definitely look like something out of a 1980s space movie.
Yeah.
So they came off of a speedboat.
Space Girls from Outer Space.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
they still look like they're in pretty good shape, though.
They look nice. Yeah, oh, well, there's more. Hold on. There's the back of them. It has a little flap thing for your user manual. There's the one with the seat cover taken off or the pad taken off. And there's one of the butthole of the seat, apparently. That's where the rod goes in. And, like, remember, there's no rod included. You have to add your own bar stool pole.
So how many seats are we getting here? Is it like
It's a pair.
4?
It's a pair.
Okay.
All right, Big Rick is a hot seat right now. He tossed in a cool 250. So, Anthony, what do you think, man? Cars, you sold cars. Cars had seats. Boats have seats.
Interchangeable. It's all interchangeable.
Captain Stubbing would sell those for $325, says Sewer Rug.
Stubing.
Stubing.
Captain Stubing.
Captain Stubing.
God damn it. Actually, I've been thinking a lot about that. I think The Rock could do a remake of The Love Boat.
I hate it
He
here.
could be Captain Stubing. I think that would be a lot of fun.
And then what?
If
The
you
little
haven't seen Baywatch, it would work.
the little guy be fucking Kevin Hart.
Gopher.
Yeah, go for it. David Moll says 844. Ho, ho, ho. Wrong seat. Great Wombasky says 251.
I'm gonna say $200 each.
All right, $200. All right, Geekus, what about you, man?
$400.
$400. I'll give Chad a quick 20 seconds to catch up. I'm not really gonna time it. All right, that's enough for me.
Then why say the amount of time?
Because I say things. I could be president one day.
It sounded great in his head, and then it came out of his face,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, that sounds
I'm
terrible."
gonna give you 20 seconds, but I'm not gonna time it.
I'm gonna give you 20 seconds. 35 seconds ago.
All right. The actual price being sought for these 1970s bucket seats are $250. Grant Wombasky went over by 1. Big Rick actually
Big
got
Rick. Nailed it.
Fucking rig. You send him these already this week? God damn it.
it. We can't sell that t-shirt anymore if he keeps winning. I mean, not that we've sold one, but...
Oh, speaking of t-shirts.
Yeah, you see Anthony's shirt, guys? Also, I sent you my return address on that label.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if that was actually your address or if that was just the works address.
No, that's my address.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So next,
If I only had Geekus' address, and he could get his shirt.
Yeah, that one. I knew I was forgetting something all week. I will definitely get that to you.
all right. 5/8" blue braided dock line, 25 feet. So this is basically just like a braided cable.
Say that again, but
Braided
slow.
nylon rope or something.
Yeah. 5/8" blue braided dock line, 25
Yeah,
feet.
you're right the first time.
And that's the only picture. I can only scroll so far.
So it's just to tie the boat up to the dock.
Just to tie the boat up to the dock, or if you're Dexter, a dead body,
Gotcha.
something like
New
that.
in box. Doesn't look like it's been used. Just stolen straight out of the.
Fell off the back of a boat.
Yeah.
You know.
Fell off the back of a boat. It's not Alien Gonzalez. Come on.
Not with that.
I don't think anyone's old enough to remember that one.
Wow, that was like political, poignant, and correct altogether. Where's Van? What have you done with our
What have
man?
you done with Vandal? You pod people are the worst.
I drank and smoked tonight. We got Amasado with $1.50.
Vandals unlocks his full potential.
Big Rick says $10. This isn't even my final form. It's an amalgamum. Soares Rock says, I'll give you $13.46 for that rope there. Great Wombasky says 25. Anthony, what do you think? You've used a rope before, I'm sure.
I mean, autoerotic. Anyway,
I was gonna say something, but it felt personal.
Autoerotic ejaculation.
just in the closet. Anyway, we'll say $15.
All right, $15.
These bids are all going to be close together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great
it's not
Wombasky
like it's
says
gonna be a lot.
25. Ian says $12.50. 164 for the sailing supply, said David Moyle. Delane says 20. Geekus, we're waiting on you for your bid.
Tree fitty there, Chris.
All right, Tree
Ugh.
50.
Ugh. Take that back. Ugh. Oh, I hated that.
Come on,
It's like
Keith.
saying baby at the wrong
Yeah.
time.
Come on. Let me
do
use your
that.
first name, Keith. No, I'm kidding.
Really?
It's
on,
not
my-
Keith. It's not Keith.
My name is potentially far douchier than Keith.
Yeah. All right, so the actual price is fucking 25 feet for $20.
It's all right, Sebastian.
Don't,
I
a great value Sebastian Stan right here.
How much was it?
$20. Delane hit it right on the head. And don't ask her, don't ask why we know how much
First
that
time
rope
that's
cost.
happened.
Yeah. Believe me. All right, we're gonna
I'm
switch it
sorry
up.
to Lane.
That was 2 boat parts in a row. We're gonna switch it up for some antiquities.
Oh, yeah, good. Another area that we know a lot about.
yes. Now we're into my domain.
All right.
All right.
Although an antique now is like, oh, this 1990s chair.
I saw a 1998 Honda Civic driving through Vegas with a classic car tag the other day.
It's more than 20 years.
Ugh.
Like 20 or 25 years is I think it's 20 years.
I think it's 20 years is considered
Classic.
classic. Yeah.
All right, so next we have a vintage antique metal Chaz Parker Co. Bench Vice, Meridian, Connecticut, USA. Blank price. Vintage antique metal Chase Parker Co. Bench Vice, Meridian, Connecticut, USA. Sold is pictured. So you buy the pictures, I'm guessing? Is this like one of those eBay scams? Anyways, it's an old Vice. I'm sure everyone here knows what that is. And
I
if
have
you
a lot of
don't,
old vices, so
yeah, if you don't, it's like if you used to do cocaine and then you don't do it anymore.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Yeah.
just that one though.
Oh, and
Nothing
Oh
else.
my god,
yeah.
a piece of junk.
Well, a Vice, like, if it looks beat up and that means
You
it's
came here
actually
in that
worked.
thing? You're braver than I thought.
Thank you.
You could
She might not look like much, but she's got to work out.
stick your butt in it. Sewer Rex
You don't
says
mind
98
wearing a
is
bit of a
historic. No, it's not historic, but it's classic.
You're historic.
Amacido with the first bid on here is $10. We'll
This
go.
looks like a boat part. I think this is an anchor.
Well, the worst
At
part
this
is
point,
any
yeah.
Vice, if you take it and throw it in the fucking dirt and scrape some paint off, it looks like an antique.
Yeah, that's it worked for this. Is
Uh,
this like a transformer? Does it turn into something else?
no, Amacido says it's a pity it's not from Miami. I hate it here.
Transforms into a longer piece of metal.
Yeah. Delane says $52. Ian says $75. David Moyle says $30. Sewerrug says get a grip. I'd say $23.92. So
Fair
obviously, Sewerrug's auditioning to be in the next Dad Joke Rock movie. Graham Baskey says old means quality. $45. I don't know. Have you met Birdman? No.
Yeah, old can mean quality, but old can also mean
Old.
worn the fuck out.
Yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer. Like, come on.
I mean, you know this thing's been well used. The bar is bent.
That means there's something it couldn't Vice at one point in its
You
lives.
should have advised against it.
Yeah. So
Oh.
we'll go with Geekus first. Geekus, how much would you advise me to spend on this Vice?
$15, little man. Put that shit in my hand.
All right. Anthony, what about you?
Just on vice principle, I'm going to say $10.
I hate it.
Try guess again. That was
Everybody else do 10?
Yeah, homicidal.
All right, $9.50.
Wow, what a dick.
excellent.
The actual price being sought for this bike, Birdie's old, hey, we're batchmates. The actual price for the Vice is
The Vice price?
the Vice
The Vice
price
is right?
is $200, little man.
Wow.
I guess they charge by the pounds per pressure. So I think that Ian was 75. Yeah.
Ian got it.
Yeah, Ian, congratulations, man. You know your old shit. Okay, so next we'll do one more antique and we'll hit a video game.
God, wow.
An antique wicker sofa. This is so fucking New York.
Oh, God.
Reduced price, dimension, 70 length, 30 inches wide, 32 inches height. Use as is, it can be repainted or repaired. Thanks for telling me what I can do after I buy my stuff. This is America. Matching seat cushions and pillows available separately. So those aren't included in the price bid. So let me go ahead and toss this up on the screen for you. And I don't know about you guys. I know, Anthony, you probably grew up with a lot of wicker furniture. I kind of miss wicker furniture. You can't use it in Vegas. It just dries out in 2 weeks and then turns into fucking sawdust.
I hate wicker furniture. The only way I would buy anything wicker is if it came with a box of furniture.
Really? I don't mind wicker furniture. If you ever went, like, in the trailer park, if you went to someone's porch with wicker furniture, you're like, haha, you weren't always down on your luck. But yeah, it's got some wears and tears.
Sofa King bad.
Yeah. Not quite my pillow, but Sofa King for sure.
Yikes.
I mean, it looks, like, nice, I guess. But,
What was my pillow brand? Does it come with a free, like, necklace with a cross on it?
Yeah. Jesus used my pillows.
And that ugly blue shirt. Anyway.
David Moyle says price drop, so $900. Homicidal says $250. When you get up and you have
How
the
can
wicker
you sell
print,
that without the cushions? What else are you going to use those cushions for?
your RV maybe? Like that looks like the same size as an RV bench.
I can just hear people sitting on this thing.
Dog bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Delane says when you get up and you have the wicker print all over your legs.
Yeah, and you have to understand a guy my size, not really sitting on wicker furniture.
That's fair.
It just becomes kindling at that point.
A beanbag. Could you imagine a beanbag full of wicker? Big Rick says,
If I sat on that, it would look like Groot blew up. That's exactly what it would look like.
Big Rick says overpriced Pornhub prop 280, and I think this is the overaged Pornhub prop. This is definitely the one for the MILF section or the GILF section.
If they would have used that in the description, I might buy it.
Grey Wombaski says $55. And Sure Rex says, Rick, keep scrolling deep in the site for those videos. I'm going to wick you down, baby. $100 for the Wicker Man, says Ian. Anthony, what are you thinking?
Anybody said 150? We'll go 150.
No, we got 250.
All right.
All right, 150. All right, Geekus, what about you?
$1, Bob.
$1. All right, the actual price being sought for this wicker without the cushions, and then I'll tell you how much you want for the cushions after, is $125.
It's a little bit over.
Yeah, I don't think anyone got it. Well, who's the closest without going over?
Wombaski's got 55.
Yeah, I think Wombaski.
Ian's got 100.
Got 100.
Yeah, so Ian, yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, he goes the
Good for
closest.
him tonight.
Yeah, Delane says 234, 243 late. And do you guys want to know how much they want for the cushions?
Yes, absolutely.
An extra $50. So this would be $175 if you bought the whole thing.
That's
what I
not
want.
works.
$175 and cash transactions only. All right, we're gonna do a Vigia game real quick, and then one more boat part, and we'll close this out because we are getting very
They're not
close.
accepting Bitcoin for this wicker furniture.
Yeah, it's like you want to accept you want to accept fake money for fake furniture? Come on. All right, it has an image.
I'm glad that you like wicker. Yeah, there's no way. I can't stand it.
I'm just weird, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, we already knew that, but I mean, you're allowed to like what you like.
A Game Boy Color Pocket, blank price. Game Boy Color Pocket. It comes with Donkey Kong Land. Go ahead, toss this up on screen. Oh, it's the wrong one. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, so it comes with Donkey Kong Land, apparently. At least that's what's in the picture.
Allegedly.
But a Game Boy Color Pocket.
Printer?
No, but those were back then. That like the Game Boy was the original iPhone. Like you could do the pictures on it, you could print stuff on it, you could transfer stuff on it.
Bumpers again?
Yeah, I got the wrong bumper. It's right next to each other.
Days.
But yeah, so it looks like it's pretty good condition. It's still got the fucking original. Where's that back picture? The original 800 number for the Nintendo, and it still has the sticker on the back from when this guy bought it used at GameStop. There's like it's gamer patina all over that sticker.
Gamer patina.
I'm sure you guys probably have. I've never seen one in orange before.
Oh yeah, my favorite one was a clear purple one.
I have one of those. I don't know where it is.
Donkey Kong, this game too kicked my ass all the time. Donkey Kong Land. My favorite game though for Game Boy, the Game Boys was what was the fucking Battletoads. I love that game, and of course all the original Pokemons, even the silver and the gold. We got Homicidal with 300. Game Boy was the shit, says Big Rick. So he pooped out a Game Boy, I'm guessing. Ian says $10. Game on. David Moyle says $100. Bob.
So it was a Game Boy Color, but it wasn't in color.
So it's a Game Boy Color, but that game was older than the Color generation. So that game wasn't a game that came in color, but this is a Game Boy Color. So that was definitely like an older game with the what is it, black and grays. Like most of my tattoos, yeah. Graham Baskey says 75. David Moore says too many pictures, 1,000 then. Big Rick says 150, 180 if it works. What does that even mean? I'm going to go with 180.
150, but 180 if it works.
Okay, Big Rick, you're disqualified.
It looks like it works, so 180.
Oh, okay. If the game works. I thought you meant like if this bid works better than the other bid.
I'm on a sliding scale.
Maybe these retro games sell for a lot more in Australia.
Well, if we take in
Well,
like
they're
the
not
transfer
retro,
rate,
so.
yeah, we're playing in America. Sewer Rook says $47.99 for the Game Boy with a monkey cartridge. Backwards compatible, says Ian, $2,000 because it can play the black and white games. Anthony, what are you thinking for this Game Boy Color?
God, I feel like I'm stepping on Subaru every time here. I'm gonna say $60, just so I'm not like really standing.
All right, $60, and then Geekus, you have one of these. What do you think?
Joke's on you. You can't actually bid on this because Logan Paul turned it into a table.
Oh, I hate it here. Mr. Beast gave this to African kids. Now they're not hungry.
$1, Bob.
$1. All right, the actual price being sought for this is $125.
What do you bid 100?
Yeah, it was David Moyle.
David
Mr.
Moyle
Moyle.
did, and then he took it back. But
Yeah,
so we either give it to David Moyle or Great Wombatsky, one of the two.
I say Great Wombatsky. You can't
Sold.
you can't change your bid. You can't change your
Sell.
bid. It's all soaked in prepubescent jerk off sweat extra. Yes, that's actually an 8 to 5 year charge. No,
That's the patina.
8 to 5 year. Am I going backwards with numbers?
Were those things even $125 when they were new?
I never bought one. I always bartered for the because those were out when I was a kid, so I always bartered stuff, like bartered my way up to stuff like that. But I would say they're probably like $150, like 150.
Okay.
Let me actually. I got it right here. Hold on. How much was a Game Boy Color?
Because I was thinking I bought my son like the PSP, and I don't think it was.
That was 150. I know that. I
Yeah,
actually bought that.
I know it was under $200, and I wouldn't.
Oh
think
wow,
that.
I was wrong. It's $69.99, brand new.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't even think they were that much when they were new.
So I guess this guy thinks it's a
So it's
collector
worth
edition.
twice the price, and it only has one game that isn't color.
So Game Boy Color worth today. Let me see.
I don't really care that much.
They can sell from 42 to 270, but they sell on $85 for average. So it's an investment. It grew by $25, $23. I don't. You guys don't come here for the math. Yeah. All right. So
So is this like save your old video games because they'll be worth something?
Yeah, that's what I
someday?
was telling you when we were talking about those old. You talk about your old Xbox discs and all that shit, dude. Like, save that shit, man. You never know.
I got a box full of them, so yeah.
Yeah,
rock
dude.
on.
All right, so we've got a GPS fish finder combo Hummingbird 688 CI
Did we
HD.
just do a Game Boy? I'm confused.
I can't do this one actually because the price is too close. They wanted $500 for it.
All right, well it's 2 hours, so we can start wrapping things up.
Time to hit the old dusty trail.
Yeah,
Ugh.
actually, we
Gosh,
should
that
do
was
that.
a riveting game.
All right, Trident
Just trying to get back
hose.
to porn, so let's
Yeah.
go.
All right, yeah. So all right, guys, we'll close it out after the Game Boy. Yeah.
Almost didn't take the hint. That was painful.
Yeah. All right, so we'll start closing this out. Geekus. Or let's let these people know what's up, man. I'm gonna put your Twitch in the chat no matter what.
Do it. Yeah, I started a couple days this week. It'll probably be a slow burn getting back into some gaming, but there's some new Destiny stuff going on, and I've been grinding out some Elden Ring. So I'm sure there'll be some kind of video games at some point next week on the old Twitches.
Link is in the chat if you
Otherwise,
guys
I'll
want
be
to check
here,
it out.
and I appreciate all you guys for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah. Anthony, you
Oh,
do
yeah.
a lot of awesome things, such as everything on this show except for Talk Too Much. That's what I do. You want to let these people know where they can possibly find graphics, CBD, and other great products?
Yeah, absolutely. Big Rick, I did want to tell you that I've noticed in the chat, you just put the @ symbol and then type IM. It'll bring me up, and then you can choose me, and then I'll see my name come up in red, and I'll know that you're talking to me. Otherwise, sometimes I miss. So just a little bit of information there.
Yeah, thanks for actually
Um,
shout out to Big Rick. He's a new subscriber today.
That's right. So
Hey.
being a new subscriber, I wanted you to know how that works. Actually, I have some really great news when it comes to CBD, Delta 8, THC, all that good stuff. Rogue is actually having a Memorial Day sale that starts today. Well, actually, yesterday, depending on where you are. 20% off of the entire site. So if you need anything at all, the code is MD20, which I thought was funny because it made me think of Mad Dog 2020. Yeah, it's MD20 is the coupon code at rogueshop.com. They got Delta 9, Delta 8. They even have some new products called THCV. Just all kinds of really cool stuff. And they're getting ready to open up a brick and mortar store. They're just about done with that. So lots of exciting things going on there. If you need something, if you need a bumper for your YouTube show, if you just want a little icon so you can put it next to your name so you look cool, get a hold of me. I'm more than happy to help out with stuff like that. And a lot of times it's fun. And if you're really nice or you shout me out, sometimes I even do stuff for free. We're going to have some new t-shirts that'll be on the store eventually here. I sent Chris a bunch of pictures, and I even made a brown unicorn logo that we may show at some point in time. So if you need me, I'm around. You can always check me out on Instagram at _Anthony Ramella, and that's usually the best place to get a hold of me if you need to leave me a message, as Big Rick has figured out at this point. So I love you, chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and being involved with the games. That's the whole reason I spend all this time making the games, is because I enjoy playing them with you guys. So yeah. Enjoy your week, and we will see you guys on Friday. Chris, why don't you take us on home, buddy?
Yeah, Anthony, thank you for putting everything together for the show. Make sure you go show his stuff some pages. If you need some testimonials, ask Kentucky Shine about the Deltas. And go back like 2 years on the Amigos show where I ate like a handful of the Deltas from Anthony, and like it had me zooted worse than any fucking regular CBD or regular edibles I had from THC stuff. Definitely worth it. The chats in the chat, the links are there. Other than that, you guys are amazing. We appreciate you guys being here. We had a pretty fucking lively chat tonight, and I love it. You guys are great. And please, roast us as much as you can, because guess what? It makes me feel better when I roast you. Even though I shouldn't make fun of Big Rick because he can lick his elbow, but we still love you, man. Thanks for subscribing. We really appreciate the support, Big Rick. You're the man. Make sure you check out us on Instagram at The Friday Fallout. Anthony at I'm _Anthony Ramella. Geekus Maximus at Geekus Maximus. Other than that, one more week and then we take our vacation, right?
Yep.
Yep. So one more show, and then we take 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and we take our period from the show. Anyways, we'll be back next Friday. We're gonna be making some graphics. Make sure you check out the pages. Other than that, don't wipe your eyes after scratching your ass, and have a great fucking weekend. Bye, everybody.